Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
BoxingVoice.com. All the guys want, I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. You didn't bust your ass like Mayweather. I was trying to fight every fighter. I sacrificed a lot to get to where I got to.
What do you bring to the team?
Let's get this on. Let's do it. Well, it's like this. Wait.
All right, that's it. Hold on. Bernard, everybody calm down.
Man, you know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style at all. I sacrificed a lot. BoxingVoice.com to get to where I got to.
Yes.
BoxingVoice.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Thursday edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Today is going to be your Lomachenko. Vasyl Lomachenko taking on Jason Sosa for the WBO World Junior Lightweight Championships. And our 5 topics will be as well Jeff Horn. Again, the saga and the whole sing and dance with Manny Pacquiao and allegedly fighting this guy, Jeff Horn, that no one's heard of. Then some other dude that no one's heard of. Some, I don't know, what is he, a light heavyweight or something? Somebody named Golda. And then another dude someone I've ever heard of, some other guy named Usyk. Now, we've kind of spoken a little bit about Usyk. But just a bunch of nobody ever heard of names being tossed around. You got Petrov and Flanagan as well are on this wonderful Thursday edition. So I'm sure you don't know any of these names outside of Pacquiao and maybe Lomachenko. So stick around so that the Boxing Voice can educate you. That number is 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 if you want to voice your opinion. Let's head on out to our co-hosts and see how they're feeling. Boxing MD, what's going on?
Boxing MD, what's going on, brother? I know you want to sit in on this. We're going to head on over to the Sunshine State. Boxing MD, what's going on?
Is that a fair statement to make? You have to be honest with yourself.
Well, Nestor, Gibbs, and myself have settled our differences for the greater of the voice of the people, right? Although I am under the weather, I am not short of excitement, even though you can't tell in my voice, for the fights this weekend, right? We get to see 2 fighters, one that's in the top 10 pound for pound, that's Vasyl Lomachenko, and one that potentially could be in the top 10 pound for pound, Usyk, on HBO. So, and also, I don't know what's up with the GGG injury. We will mention that, but that's obviously what everybody wants to talk about as well. So we will touch these topics as well as others. Glad to be back.
And going out now all the way to the Sunshine State.
Production.
This is a beautiful performance against a very tough guy in Michael Koncz. How do you feel about it?
Fuck yeah. Conor McGregor.
BoxingVoice.com.
You know me, Larry. From a wicked entrance, from a flip over the rock into a knockout. Now, when the main thing is, I just hope the guy. I wish.
BoxingVoice.com.
Nestor, I think you should apologize to all of our listeners for giving all these great fighters such a lame-ass intro. Casual Ness coming on the Boxing Voice, apparently. Never hearing Oleksandr Usyk, really? Come on, man. Oleksandr Gvozdyk, he just beat Isaac Shalemba on the undercard of Kovalev.
Who the fuck is that guy?
He beat his ass, and he knocked out Muhammad better than Kovalev did. He beat 2 guys better than Kovalev did that Kovalev beat.
You're serious?
You're not going to rep this guy? Come on, get out of here. But yes, we had tons of topics to get to, tons of callers to get to. It's going to be a dope show. Can't wait.
Do you like him just because you guys share last names?
Oh, Michael Hunter? No, I think he's going to lose, but he's all right. He's a good prospect.
Okay.
I didn't mention his name, by the way, but yeah, I like him. He's good. Definitely. We're going to get to that topic later, but yeah.
What's up, man? Yeah, I just want to say I said fight too.
Stay focused, stay working my gas.
I
Listen, if you come to fight, then I'm not this part of my.
said fight too.
I think you accurate.
Come on, guys. What about Lomachenko versus Sosa, man? No excitement for that? MD or Matt Hunter? No?
I'm too hipster for that. Come on.
Come on, man. It's Jason Sosa's a tough guy from the streets of Camden, New Jersey. My part of town. What's up? What's up? Boxing Voice. Somebody be excited on that phone call. Tell us why we should be excited about Jeff Horn. I mean, I remember Scorsese saying, watch out, Jeff Horn's going to pull off an upset. How true is that? Why should we believe that? Let's go.
Yo, so you rooting for Jason Sosa all of a sudden?
Dude, he's going to pick Sosa. Come on, man. The Puerto Rican pride.
I mean, if I got to do that, yeah, I'll do that. But, I mean, come on. Vasyl Lomachenko. Vasyl, who everyone's always raving about. No excitement for that this weekend?
I'm trying to, man. The immune system's fucked. So, you know, I got to take some supplements to increase the energy. So I guess your influence is adding some energy to my position right now. So I like it, Enrique. Continue.
Let's go.
All right, man. Well, let's go out to the guy that holds it all together. TBV's own Triple G.
There'll be nothing but smooth sailing.
You know, for the record, I do like my own name. Sugar Steve will work just fine. But what's up, everybody? How is everyone doing this week? It's been a while since I've been on the show. Lots of work and lots of schoolwork and lots of other BS. So I'm so happy to be back on the true love of my life, which is podcasting about the sport that I can't get enough of. I'm excited about the Lomachenko fight just because, you know, even when it's over mismatches like this, Lomachenko's an exciting fighter to watch no matter who he's fighting. And if it's against someone who most people perceive has no shot, and we just get to see him look like a freaking badass. And I'm kind of excited for that. And Sosa is a tough guy. Yeah, I'm excited to get going the rest of the show. Matt, I remember watching that kid fight on the undercard of the Andre Ward Kovalev fight, and that guy kind of failed to impress me. I've seen a couple of his other fights. Yeah,
Did you not?
I remember getting
over Muhammad.
Yeah,
whatever his name is.
No, I didn't. But I remember in that fight, didn't he knock the guy down and was unable to finish him in the undercard of the Kovalev fight, or was he just dominating? He's not a very exciting fighter, dude. I don't think he's a very exciting fighter. I think he's kind of boring, to tell you the truth. I think
you talk about Lomachenko?
No. Gvozdyk.
No, Lomachenko's big brother, that guy who always trains with Lomachenko.
Oleksandr Gvozdyk. The guy that's fighting Yunieski Gonzalez.
Oh. I'm excited for that because Yunieski Gonzalez had a really great showing back in the day against Pascal. Maybe he'll do a really good showing against this guy because this guy I haven't seen him really get chin checked or pressed at all.
So bad against Shabaramsky or whatever. So I just see Gvozdyk.
I don't care about how bad he looked against Shabaramsky. I know how good Gonzalez looked against Pascal, and at that time Pascal was like but he was still the number one opponent for Kovalev at that time. We all knew that he was going to get a rematch with him because we thought that he was able to fire with him. Agreed, but nonetheless, Gonzalez is a tough SOB, and this guy that I've seen fight for a couple of times once live has failed to impress me, and I'm going to be really interested to see if Gonzalez can pull off another hard-fought scrap and maybe check this guy's chin, really test him, see what he's got. As far as Usyk goes, I've seen him box twice. I really don't know who this guy Michael Hunter is. I haven't seen any of his fights, so Usyk has gotten a lot of attention on this show, so I'm really curious to see if he's deserved it. Because if this guy's relative unknown and he looks good against Usyk, I'm going to question everything I've heard about Usyk.
Before we hit the topics, Jose, if you're listening, you should fight me now because this is the only condition that you could beat me. So if you guys want to see more of the listen, I got humbled. I got humbled in sparring, right? That video may or may not be posted on. I have to decide if mind games are worth it, but these are available on Patreon. And if you want to see my ass actually get whooped, you may have to go to Patreon to see that.
He still hasn't recovered. You see, he's still choked up.
CTE like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, you sound really under the weather, man. Props to you for just making it on the show.
So whoever you sparred knocked you into a flu. Is that what happened? I mean,
yeah, they knocked me into like hepatitis C or something. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm dying. No, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Listen, it's all good in games. You know, it's all good. But yeah, let's get this started.
Well, Lomachenko's gonna be making a defense of his title. I actually changed my mind. I'm gonna go to this one. I know there was some people asking, so I will be out there. I actually contacted him back, and we'll be heading out for this one. I know that Larry from San Francisco wants to ask, where do we think Jason Sosa rates as an opponent for Lomachenko? And Larry, being such a awesome, loyal listener of the show, I figured why not interject it? Because you know what? Where does Jason Sosa rank? What does this mean if Vasyl is able to get the win? So I'll just ask you guys that really quick. Like, how sexy of an opponent is this? And, you know, I don't know. What kind of credit would you give Vasyl for getting the win?
I would say it's number 3, right? I would put Walters probably at number 1 still, regardless of how good Lomachenko looked against him, just because of the, I guess, what they went into the ring. And, you know, people might say Salido, but I still think Walters is a better opponent. I'd say Salido number 2, and then I say Sosa number 3.
What about Gary Russell Jr. or Roman Martinez?
Oh, I put Gary Russell ahead of Sosa as well. Not Roman Martinez. Not Roman Martinez when he fought Lomachenko. So I guess I have him at number 4. You're right. Forgot about Gary Russell.
But is it fair to put Gary Russell ahead of anybody with his inactivity?
Yes.
The way he knocked out Johnny Gonzalez, like, yeah. I mean, what's Sosa's biggest win? Stephen Smith. You know,
Andre Fortuna,
and he got beat. Fortuna.
Yeah,
Fortuna was it.
I would definitely say that his biggest win is Fortuna. But I mean, how much credit do we give him for a draw with Nicholas Walters, even though we know that he kind of should have lost that fight? Still a draw with Walters at that time when Walters was a world beater at that time. He was able to go the distance when a lot of us thought that Walters was going to stop him.
If we're going to look beyond that draw on the record and start adding context to it, then we have to say that Sosa lost that fight, because he did. Most people thought that he lost that fight.
He didn't win more than like four rounds. I agree with that.
I think that Sosa as an opponent.
But then again, like, Lomachenko's fought really good competition. Like, so what? He's not better than Walters or Salido or Gary Russell Jr. Maybe that's nothing to scoff at, in my opinion. You know.
Hey, it's having a live stream.
You know, it's funny. What Mikey said, right? Like, he is getting an awful lot of credit. It's being tossed around as a pound for pound for guys that have been beat up already. Is it because of the manner in which he is winning? And speaking of fashion in which Lomachenko wins, how are you guys predicting this fight? What exactly do you think will take place?
Yeah, but like the thing about Mikey Garcia is I think Mikey Garcia is one of the best fighters on earth, right? But like, who is Dejan Zlatikanen, right? So like, I know Mikey Garcia is a little bitter in how Lomachenko's being hyped. He's being hyped and he doesn't feel it's justified. But, you know, something that I definitely I've known, but I definitely learned a little more getting my ass whooped in sparring was it's not necessarily the knockout power that Lomachenko possesses. He's so good at moving and he's so settled that he doesn't waste any energy. So a lot of his knockouts come from the other guy fatiguing him. I mean, Nicholas Walters is a perfect example. So I see Lomachenko putting on a masterclass because Jason Sosa is tough, but I don't think he has the boxing skills to compete with him at that level. So I see a late stoppage for Vasyl Lomachenko, not like a knockout, but maybe just like a referee stoppage or a corner stoppage, because it's going to be so one-sided as far as the accuracy and punches landed.
Yo, is it kind of hypocritical that Mikey's kind of throwing this kind of shade towards Lomachenko, considering that it was after Mikey beat like Salido and Martinez that we started considering him like a pound for pound guy, right? So Lomachenko did it much more fashionably, in my opinion. And those guys hadn't taken much more wear and tear except versus each other. So I thought it was kind of weird that Mikey was saying that. Maybe I think it is more of like a bitter kind of thing. And win against Gary Russell was huge at that time in the fashion that he did it. Layoff or not, dude, like Gary Russell's proved he's not a slouch, like to this day. So I think that Lomachenko is, I could see what you say, MD, by like, he doesn't waste a lot of energy, but we all know that dude's a hyper athlete. He's in such great condition, and the way his style of fighting is so exhausting for a normal person, but he's in such great shape. He could do everything, like so much movement, upper body, little things like with his head side to side, his footwork, constantly turning his opponent, pivoting the way he wants to go, always moving his hands. Even if he's not throwing them at you, he's shuffling his hands in front of you. That's a very exhausting way to fight, but he's able to do it regardless because he's just got that endurance. So I don't think wasting energy is really a concern for him. And I think that if he really wanted to, he could turn up the heat on Sosa and probably get him out of there in like 3 rounds.
Yeah, I want to comment also on Mikey Garcia's comment. Same thing I was saying. I mean, I compared Mikey's resume, and I was like, damn, same guys that he fought at featherweight, right? Was that the weight class?
Yes.
So, yeah, Mikey Garcia is an attention seeker in my eyes. I think he's just trying to keep name dropping, and lately, since he's been out of his his hiatus, he been dropping just big names, and Lomachenko is one of those names.
And Enrique, you also have to remember that Mikey Garcia used to be a fighter underneath Top Rank. So the fact that Lomachenko is currently under Top Rank, and he had that big long layoff, 3 years about. So obviously he's going to be maybe even more incentivized to beat one of Bob Arum's most talented fighters.
Right. Nicholas Walters wasn't a Top Rank fighter? I thought he was. All right. Well, then, anyway.
I think he was an independent promotion. I mean, you guys maybe know more about that than I do. I don't think he's a Top Rank fighter.
No, he was not a Top Rank fighter.
Because he fought Nonito Donaire. But Jason Sosa, I don't rate him. I never really seen him fight. Never. Heard his name a lot. I'm just here to watch the Jason Sosa, Vladi, whatever his name is,
Vasyl
Lomachenko, take over his division and call out Mikey Garcia at the end of the fight.
I mean, we have to give him credit though. Jason Sosa is the 3rd opponent that he went down the line. So it was like 3 other people before Sosa. Sosa actually took the fight, so we need to give credit to Sosa, right? I mean, it was 2 other people that ducked him. Does anybody know the names? Or 2 other people that couldn't negotiate.
Corrales
and who else?
Salido? Because that looks like
Tank Davis. Tank Davis said he didn't want it as well.
Yeah, but they weren't ever in negotiations. It was Salido.
But he publicly
said
I have no problem with someone saying they're not ready, but technically he didn't want the fight. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, but they weren't in negotiations. Like, he was in negotiations with Salido, and for whatever reason, we don't know, the negotiations fell through.
And let's just be honest, there isn't anyone any sexier. I guess Miguel Burchett kind of sticks out to me now since he looks so good versus Francisco Vargas. But I think that at the time, Vasyl Lomachenko found the sexiest dance partner. But I will bring up Scorsese. I know he's known as the resident hater, but he said something a few weeks ago or a couple of shows ago. We lose track of time with all the amount of shows that we do here. Remember, to drop us a 5-star review if you're checking us out on iTunes, TuneIn, or Stitcher. But he did mention that Vasyl, we don't know if he could take a punch, right? Like, we've seen how he reacted when he took Salido's punch. And even though a lot of that has to do with low blows, I wonder what Sosa could do, because Sosa's power does seem to be real. I mean, it isn't any knockout power, but I guess respectable. I mean, are we giving him credit to have respectable power? Can he get Lomachenko's respect if he lands a decent shot or a clean shot, guys?
Question is if he lands, right? I think Lomachenko's way more technical and way more smarter than Jason Sosa. I was just watching the highlights, and he's a slugger, man, but that doesn't work against a guy like Lomachenko. So I don't know if he will land that punch that you're talking about.
Yeah, and like Salido brings like a skill set of his own to offset a very technical boxer. And people are saying that Lomachenko hasn't gotten better. Or he's older, he hasn't gotten better. Like, what fighter doesn't get better after their second pro fight, right? I know that he was already older going into the pro ranks, but it's different being out there 12 rounds. I mean, his second fight he lost. So I know a lot of people are saying that he has Salido problems, but I think Lomachenko's learned a lot from that loss. In addition, Lomachenko would be going for his, I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is his 5th straight knockout, right? I know like the Walters wasn't a knockout, but stopping him, making him quit on the stool sometimes is even more of a cerebral complete win, because he didn't want it anymore, and the knockout was going to come. So Lomachenko knows that he has to put on a show to get the bigger fights, because he doesn't speak English, he's Ukrainian, and he wants the big fights, the Mikey Garcias, the Tank Davises, the big fights in the future.
Funny how Tank Davis is a big name. Mayweather has done wonders with that kid, right?
Yeah, great, Javante, you mean?
He passes the eye test and he's connected to Floyd. Of course, he's a big name.
Against Pedraza.
Yes, he passed the eye test against Pedraza. All right. And I think that everyone's pretty much hit the nail on the head that Lomachenko is going to win this fight. If you really watch Sosa, he's like a darting in and out version of Lamont Peterson. Like hands up, doesn't use the jab that much, but like dart in, throw a like quick combination of hooks, and then get out. That's what he really does a lot, and he just rinse and repeats that. And I feel like Lomachenko is going to catch him in that no man's land of him coming in on the inside without that consistent jab that Sosa doesn't have. And I think Lomachenko is going to pick those angles, pick the shots, and just tear him apart. I'm looking for like a late round finish, maybe like the 8th to the 10th round TKO.
Yo, I think it's interesting that you say it's like Lamont Peterson. He definitely doesn't have the pedigree of like a Lamont Peterson, who has a really extensive amateur background and can box. Like we've seen him be fleet of feet and box like a a very well performed boxer. Have you guys seen that little meme of Sosa landing that uppercut on like his last opponent? Did you see that? It's where he's like, it's from like a full squat, whoosh. He rips up with an uppercut right to the chin. But and people are mentioning like, oh, like check out that uppercut. What if he lands it on Loma? But if you notice, he lands a flush on that guy's chin. That guy like eats it and continues to throw his own punch and stays in the pocket, kind of unfazed. Now you can say what you will about that guy's chin, this and that, but that makes me think that Sosa doesn't really have the power to hurt, stun, or wobble a Lomachenko, because I have seen Lomachenko get hit with some shots by Salido, and that was really early in his career. I think the reason why he lost to Salido is just because he didn't have the right game plan. He was still too young in the game at that point, so he didn't really develop the way he should have. He could have used a couple more fights. We know that now. Nonetheless, I think that he's going to look really, really good. I would be really interested to see him get hit again. Anytime a young possible pound-for-pound contender can get chin-checked, I'm all for it.
And even in the Salido fight, would you say, Steven, that he was quote-unquote hurt in that fight? Exactly.
No,
like,
he got mad.
Bothered him, but he didn't like. He wasn't on Queer Street. He didn't look like he was phased.
Well. He responded the way a champion should, which was, okay, fine, I'm losing and he didn't get discouraged. He lost the first like half of the fight, and he just picked up the pace and kept it going, and then took it to Salido by the end. It would have been like
knocked him out. Yeah, almost knocked him out.
If it was 15 rounds, or if it was 15 or 13 rounds, I think Lomachenko would have won for sure.
And for the record, just in case you guys bet, Lomachenko is anywhere between a 25 to 33 to 1 favorite. But a good bet I see in the UK is you get about 1-1 if you pick him via knockout. So that's a good bet in my opinion.
Is there any prop bets on like the rounds that are like
maybe it's a little too technical, it's a little too whatever, but just generally speaking, like I said, I think he's going to get about round 10. So you guys, have your own opinion, but that's kind of where I see the fight.
That's your official pick, round 10 stoppage?
Yes.
Enrique, official pick. Let's move on.
I would say sooner. I think it's going to be another one of those like 5-round fights for Lomachenko.
Hipster.
Lomachenko rounds 8 or 9.
Steven, are you going to waste your time taking this information down to not only be able not to?
I remember.
I'm going to take him down anyways, just because. We'll
send it to MD. MD loves serving crow. So who are you going with?
I'm going Lomachenko, man. I'm going. I said 3rd round earlier. I'll give him another round. I'll go 4-round knockout.
3rd. Jesus, that's bold, Steven. See, if you believe Steven's picks, you will make a hell of a lot of money, because those are good odds. I can just tell you straight up.
I'm going upset special. Jason Sosa.
Woo!
to lose to Vasyl Lomachenko Saturday night? Jeff Horn, Manny Pacquiao. These guys keep making headlines. And now, according to Matt, Manny Pacquiao has signed the actual contract.
Well, don't say according to me. I'm not the one that broke it.
Michael Koncz, according to Michael Koncz, the manager of Manny Pacquiao, says that that's it. He finally signed his contract to fight Jeff Horn. Not that any of us care, but it's news. We have to report it. So buy or sell. I'm going to say sell this. I don't care about Jeff Horn.
I think we can sort of all agree on that and just sort of move on, because I feel like this was news we had to bring up. We've talked about it ad nauseum, and let's move on to the actual fights between good fighters this weekend.
Yes, I've tried to care about a Pacquiao Horn fight. Really, really. I'm an optimistic guy. Yeah, I'm an optimistic guy. You guys know me, man. I'm Sugar Steve. But there's no way I could find a good reason.
Wait a minute. Sugar Steve, whenever you're not Superman made of steel, Steven, you know what I'm saying?
Or Little Steve.
Yeah, whatever, Mad Matt. A Road Warrior, Mad Hunter, crazy, man. But yeah, I can't bring myself to really care about Jeff Horn versus Pacquiao fight, especially if it's in Australia. Like,
is that shit going to be on pay-per-view? Because I hope it is. I really hope it's on pay-per-view, because like I want Bob Arum. I want, like, if you're going to take that decision, right, and not put it on HBO free, I hope Bob Arum loses money.
I actually, you know what? I'll take a lot of the stuff I said back, simply because I'm not interested as a fighter or anything like that, or as a fight, but I am interested to see if Bob Arum is going to do what he did when he opened up, you know, the whole Macau thing. So if he's going to do some sort of cross promotion with the U.S. media and do packages, I'm interested. I've never been to Australia. I'll take the trip to cover.
The thing is, Ness, although Brandon Rios was extremely outmatched by Pacquiao, Brandon Rios came off like a fight of the year, like fight, you know what I mean? So he was relevant, and people, that was after Manny Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez. So he sold us on the idea that Brandon Rios, who is a good inside fighter, could land an uppercut and knock out Pacquiao, you know? So this fight's like a lot less sexy than that fight as well.
And also, Michael Koncz did say that after this fight, they're planning to try to get the Amir Khan fight in November or October.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. This is probably his Manny Pacquiao's step-up fight, I guess, to say that, and because those fights are going to be in the Middle East or where else, Philippines or something like that.
What's Amir Khan doing in the meantime? Being a cam girl or something? Like I don't know why Manny Pacquiao. Amir Khan's still relevant. Like,
yo, being a cam girl. Oh, that was fucking.
That was good. That was one of the best MD jokes of all time.
I forgot about his jack off.
No, but like honestly, I feel all right. On the real though, I feel bad for him in a way, because like, you know, that woman, like, he's a famous man. He was having a private thing and she recorded it. So I actually do have some empathy for him. Like, I know he's cheating on his wife, but like, that's a bad look. That's a bad look. That's all I got to say about that.
So Manny Pacquiao goes from Brandon Rios, Timothy Bradley, Chris Algieri, Floyd Mayweather, Timothy Bradley again, Jesse Vargas to Jeff Horn. Damn.
Boo.
No, but no, you know, see, we're hard on him because he set the standards. He got the bar high.
So he doesn't deserve the Jeff Horn fight?
He does deserve a Jeff Horn.
No.
We're gonna move on.
Horn doesn't deserve a Pacquiao fight. We can move
on.
on.
You're right. Jeff Horn doesn't, but according to the sanctioning bodies, he made it somehow.
We shouldn't pay for that though.
Yeah, we shouldn't pay for it.
Hell no. And like, you know the problem is with the pay-per-view market, and Matt and I have talked about this before. Once they increase the prices, they're never going to go back down. We always talk about like, oh shit, I'd buy this fight, like, you know, I don't know, like Pacquiao versus, I don't know, Vargas, right? And it's like, oh, that's not a $70 fight, but it's like a $49.99 fight. The prices are never going down. They're never going down. So if it's going to be pay-per-view, it's going to be HD. What, $79.99 or $69.99?
I know.
Nestor, right now in Australia, it's 9:34 a.m.
Okay.
So what time will we be watching that fight?
They said they're going to try and make it for us to watch it at 8 p.m. our time is about 10 their time over there, depending on the time zone. But we've used it with a lot of Australian guys, and 7 over here is 9 over there.
They're 10 hours plus.
You just switch up, like, you just have to like switch up how you fight, like your training camp. I'm sure some guys do it better than others, but you just have to peak. You know, like it's crazy to think about it, right? Like as an athlete, I don't know like how you guys are. Like, I mean, typically when do you go to the gym? Like maybe like 6 o'clock, right?
Tell us when you're training. When are you in training?
I mean, most Americans go to the gym either like before work or after work, right? People who work. So it's either like early in the morning or at night. Right. So like it's just crazy to think about it in some degree that fighters have to peak at like 12 o'clock or 1 a.m. sometimes, because that's a late fucking time, especially for me who I have to wake up early for classes. It's unnatural in itself. So I don't think the 10 a.m. Fight time is that big.
Alert.
Well, Manny Pacquiao's from the Philippines, and their time zone, I think, is the same as Australia, give or take an hour.
That is true. Well, give or take an hour, yeah.
Well, like I said, the only excitement I have for this is the curiosity that Bob Arum put together some media packages, and I can finally make an Australian trip based on Bob Arum's kindness.
What does that mean, though? You pay for it? He pays for it?
Yeah, no, you pay for it, but he puts together some packages with the, with the hotel.
Flights are so freaking expensive out there. I think it's like almost twice as much as the UK, Ness.
Yeah, no, but when he did it with Macau, right? When he brought the fight to Macau, what he did for the media was he made them $1,500 packages to fly and stay at the Venetian. He treated them marvelously.
That's awesome because it's a once in a lifetime opportunity to get to.
Exactly. So like, even though I don't like the fight, if he happens to do that again, well, fuck it. I'm going to jump on it just to say, yo, I went down under. Listen, let's move on out to another guy. Very hard to pronounce. Q-In the Hipster.
Which one is this?
Goldaf or whatever. Gulda.
The Oleksandr Gvozdyk.
There you go.
I believe is how you pronounce it. Gvozdyk is how you pronounce his last name. I believe.
He's got a voided dick.
Gvozdyk.
I'm not gonna address that. I'm just gonna move on to the fight. You
Alexander Voided Dick, come to the front table. Yo, nah, but I know
we apologize to Glad and the fellow sponsors.
Yo, I do know Gold Dick. I do know Gold Dick. He beat up Chilemba, right?
Yep, Chilemba and Mohammedi.
But I wouldn't necessarily say he beat up Chilemba, right? Would you use those words?
He beat up Chilemba.
Really?
Even Low Stevie over here has a very shitty memory. I don't think he's watched that fight since he was there at
you know what Stevie doesn't forget?
Yo, and I was drinking during that fight. I gotta say, but I was drinking during that fight, and it still wasn't that great. So what does that tell you?
Yo, he was getting touched though, Matt. You have to admit he did beat the shit out of him, but Chilemba was putting hands on him.
It says that Chilemba is unable to continue because of a broken hand. See, I remember having a sour taste in my mouth after that fight. Like, come on, man, how much credit are we gonna give him? He got like the decision after 8 rounds.
He was winning that fight. Come on, man.
Yo, he had hell with Tommy Karpensi too, right? Was it? No, it was Mohammedi. Who was it that he fought that he didn't?
It was Karpensi. His fight before he got TKO, but he was down in the first round in that fight. I remember Bruce City Bruce was telling me about that fight. I'm pretty sure because I think he's cool with Karpensi.
Anyways, Gvozdyk is gonna whoop Yunieski Gonzalez bad this weekend. Bad.
Well, what does that mean, though, Matt? Because the Yunieski Gonzalez is only known for beating up Pascal that just got.
Well, no, he fought Shabaramsky, who just lost to Solomon Barrero. So, like, there is some short connection.
He's only known for losing, technically. Like, I mean, there's some, I guess, guys that believe he beat Pascal, but
a lot of people thought he beat Pascal.
Yeah, but he's known for losing.
True, but there's outcry of robbery. I know a lot of people were saying the word robbery after that loss. So. It's whatever. Anyway,
especially the way that he won, was a very like workers' man's type of fight. He just put pressure and put high output. It wasn't like he showed class. You know what I mean? So yeah, exactly. And also the age. So I agree with Matt. I don't know how much this means for him, but I agree with Matt's assessment.
And I just think, like you said, like Gonzalez is a workman. He's the guy that has his hands up. He's plodding forward. He's throwing combinations that are hard punches, but he doesn't have head movement. He lacks any sort of footwork that includes speed or technique. So I feel like
basic.
Yeah, he is basic. And Gvozdyk has some flair to him. He has
I ain't going that far.
Pirog. He has shades of a Pirog. Shades. And I think that his ability to find angles and deliver really hard shots and knock out people, I think he could hurt Gonzalez. I don't think he knocks him out. I think he wins the decision, but he is going to hurt Gonzalez in this fight.
Hey, Matt, I just want to say whatever hipster shades you're wearing, they're fucking fully tinted. Shades of Pirog, you're crazy.
He's doing that to represent Pascal. You know what I'm saying? So his robbery. So I feel you.
I have watched both of Yunieski Gonzalez's television fights with Pascal and with Shabaransky. And now after watching Barrera do what he did to Shabaransky, yeah, you know, I get it if anyone's turned off on Yunieski, but I don't think he did that bad in that Shabaransky fight. And I wouldn't be too shocked if he shocked this guy, Gvozdyk, because I'm not impressed. I never was impressed. We'll see. I guess he's the 8 side, right? You know, he's meant to win, but it's a good fight at the very least. I love when we at least know both fighters. This has a good storyline too. Yunieski is like you said, you know, kind of basic, but definitely bringing power and danger.
Yep, and just in case we haven't talked about him, I just want to bring it up really quickly, and you guys can laugh and we can move on. Do you know who Pulev is fighting?
No.
I think so.
Kevin Johnson.
Yeah, the kingpin, right?
wait, he's still boxing? I thought he retired after the Anthony Joshua knockout.
Obviously not. Pulev has been fighting a bunch of known heavyweight, I guess, what do you call them? Victims, right? Because you know, he also fought Samuel Peters.
Peter.
Yeah, Peter.
Yeah. Hey, man, I thought he looked good in that fight, though. I'm just kidding. I mean, he didn't look as bad as you thought he did, but I still think Pulev has skill. It's just a damn shame that he's not messing it, getting it in with some of the best heavyweights on earth, because I still think he's top 10.
He's kind of just waiting, right? Waiting around to see what.
So is Ortiz, though, technically.
Well, yeah, because they both have those mandatory eliminators where they just need to, you know, stay busy, stay in the winning column, and wait to see what happens with the winner of Vladimir versus Anthony Joshua. So Usyk, I remember that all I knew about Usyk is that he had
is Steven or Enrique going to give their prediction and picks on Gvozdyk and
I don't know.
I'm going to go upset. I'm picking upset. I like Yunieski. He throws caution to the wind, and like Lomachenko, we have seen actually, no, that's not true, because we have seen him get his chin checked, and he's fallen against Karpinski. And Karpinski is also known for whatever, dude.
Yo, Karpinski is not the puncher that Yunieski is. That's
what I'm saying. And Yunieski throws caution to the wind, man. That guy's balls away. He's got nothing to lose. You're going in there, you're a huge underdog. If he does what he did against Pascal, I'm picking him, man. And that's why I'm riding with him. Besides, I like underdogs. They're fun.
I was trying to research you.
And he's Cuban.
Ugenski.
We doing it for MD.
Couldn't find him on BoxRec.
MD won't pick him. We'll pick him.
Gvozdyk didn't come up on BoxRec either.
Yo, you can't spell it common spell Gvozdyk.
I care about being right more than repping any type of flag.
Yo, it just sounds like
Gvozdyk. Like what?
Enrique, it just sounds like Gvozdyk. It's not really Gvozdyk, all right?
Ugenski, you guys didn't mention. I thought maybe this is a guy that fought Huck on the Cunningham.
Hell no. Ain't you on another weight division? What the fuck?
Probably. I don't know these guys. I'm just trying to find the answer, bro.
No, I hear you. So from a casual fan's perspective, there is no interest. You know neither of these guys. You don't even remember the Pascal opponent?
Are they fighting on Lomachenko's card this Saturday?
Yes.
Okay, I'll learn who they are. Hopefully.
Maybe. I don't know. Ask the hipster on that one. I don't know where he's finding these guys, to be honest with you.
What? Sorry,
where are these guys fighting at? Ringtv.com?
For the Saturday card? No, it's HBO.
What, the Yunieski versus Gvozdyk?
That's all on the same card. Usyk, Gvozdyk versus Gonzalez, and Lomachenko and Sosa are a triple header on HBO.
That's the first time I remember HBO having a triple header in the hottest of minutes, so that's a good thing, at least, right?
And they're featuring all year. Ukrainian standout amateurs that are all friends and all train together and grew up together in Usyk, Gvozdyk, and Lomachenko.
Are they all training in Oxnard right now? They are, right?
Yep.
That's in the theater at Madison Square Garden.
No, it's not. They're fighting in the MGM National Harbor in Maryland, Oxon Hill.
Really quick, I wanna say a quick shout out to our Bulgarian listener who says he can help us with the pronunciation of Gvozdyk. It's another Russian name, he said. I don't know, something like that. But I talked to him on Facebook, man. He's been listening all the way from Bulgaria, you imagine? So, Usyk. Like I was trying to say to Matt, the only thing I knew about this guy a couple of years ago was a very strange Google search picture of him, right? Like that image of him with the weird hair and the eyes that like going in two different directions with the gap in between his teeth. That's insane. He needs to scrub the net, get that shit down. Other than that, he's a very good boxer. I easily fell in love with his style, but I question the power. There's a lot of talk about him moving up. I think it's so quick. I mean, there's a lot of titles in this division for him to unify with now that who beat Huck the other day and got that WBC? Briedis, right?
No, Maris Briedis.
Maris Briedis, and you know, this has always been a Eastern European division, the cruiserweights, you know, so this is Huck's division now, Enrique, if you want to bring him back up. Usyk's in that division. He has the WBO. We all know that he's like the Lomachenko of this division, right? Like the most skilled guy. So I don't even really...
More flawed, I would say, though. More flawed. I think he has more flaws in his game. I think that he doesn't change up his punching power as much. Like he'll throw like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with all the exact same power, like medium shots. He doesn't like have like where Lomachenko will throw a 3-punch combination, shift over, and then throw a stiff uppercut or a stiff like jab. So, but I did think that a lot of people are really harsh on his last opponent. And when you're like 5'8" and muscle bound like that, it's very hard to knock him out or look good because that guy was a little ball of muscle, right? So the way he was just not obviously he lost that fight, but he just was stylistically a ugly matchup for Usyk. So I think this is a better opportunity for him to look better. And I think that he will step it up a little more and look a little crisper in his performance.
What is Matt? Is Usyk? I mean, excuse me. Is Matthew Hunter with Top Rank? Why the fuck?
You mean Michael Hunter, not Matthew?
Yeah, because you're a better name than this guy. Why is he taking this fight so quick?
I don't know. To be honest, I'm really not concerned about it. Confused about it.
He's a 2012 Olympian, so he is really rushing because you got to think of guys like Marcus Brown. They haven't gotten a title shot. I mean, Rashid Warren did. You know, Jamal Herring did not.
Yes, it ain't easy for American cruiserweights. That's kind of why it's not really a big division in America.
But this guy hasn't gotten any build-up. To every other 2012 Olympian was built up on Showtime, on HBO, or on at least free TV. This is probably the first time the U.S. public is going to see poor Michael Hunter, who was an Olympian. It just doesn't make sense.
He's fought on PBC cards before.
One card.
And I don't remember. But was that when he fought Isaiah Thomas? Like, I wasn't that impressed.
No, not that fight. It was a different fight, I believe.
So are you saying that you double checking he is a Heyman fighter? He's not. I mean, because I don't understand is he with Top Rank? How's he in here at 12-0? I want to know who believes in him.
I'm looking that up right now.
He believes in the paycheck. I mean, it doesn't always have to be like that. Sometimes you have to take those fights too early.
Understandable, MD, but that would also mean that Usyk at this point in his career, which is what 11-0, represents a paycheck. That's good. That's good to know if it is true.
I mean, that's like making $50,000 is a lot more money than a lot of these guys could make if they're fighting in club shows.
I highly doubt.
He's Mayweather promotion, I believe.
He's with Mayweather. You see, I highly doubt he got 50,000 to fight Usyk.
You don't think he's going to get 50,000?
I think he's getting more than 50 to fight Usyk. If he's a Mayweather fighter, he's a Heyman fighter. Could you find out the purse? We'll move on.
Well, I'm just like throwing that number out there, right? Like 50 to 100,000. He's not getting more than 100,000. It doesn't make sense, really. Who is he to make $100,000 in boxing when we see other people's purses?
Championship fight. It's a title shot. It's a champion.
True.
Alexander Brand got $62,000 to fight on.
Exactly.
Was it 62 or like 30,000? It was some absurd number to fight Ward.
Exactly. And Andre Ward's a much bigger name in America than Usyk.
Yeah, but to fight Ward without a belt, though.
But it's still Ward. Ward is a bigger name.
But that doesn't matter so much. Like,
well, why do the networks use it so much? They prefer to have a title on the line than no title.
Because it's a promotioning tool. That's all.
Exactly.
But I we talk about sometimes fighters are slightly
also a negotiation tool.
And we all thought, and we all like that fight was to get the, even though I didn't like that fight, it was a definition of a mismatch. We all knew that that fight was only to get to Kovalev, right? What's Usyk's next opponent? Does he have a big fight on the horizon?
Yo, Gvozdyk, which is pronounced something else like Goldovik, it means little nail in Russian and in Ukraine. And Usyk means whisker in Russian and in Ukraine. Shout out to Jan.
Back of the day.
Jan calling in from Russia, Mother Russia. Jan, why don't you, I'm going to add you to the call, and you'll be one of the very first to give us the proper pronunciation on that. Oh, I guess I can't add him. I don't know what's going on with him and Alex. They must not be buddies. But last thing on the topic is probably my fight of the weekend. And we announced yesterday with some breaking news, or the day before yesterday, that this fight is now available on Twitter, and I'm extremely happy to make it easy for everyone to watch it. I think Petr Petrov is going to look very good versus Terry Flanagan. I know that me and MD, this is where we don't see eye to eye, right? He sees talent. I see numbers and letters on BoxRec. But I have watched Petrov fight a lot, probably all his U.S. television fights, as well as that Maidana fight I had to watch on YouTube. I'm going to go with him. I like his style. It's a very aggressive style. He digs to the body a lot. He defends shots well because of the way that he uses the high guard in that very awkward looking back. I mean, he might have scoliosis, the way that his fucking spine curls into the letter C when he gets defensive, but at the same time coming forward like a little tank. Now, both guys have about around a 40 percentile KO ratio, so I'm not worried about Flanagan sneaking one in. Instead, I'm worried about Flanagan not being able to take the pressure of Petrov. Petrov has come forward versus everybody, Maidana included. I've watched him blow through Fernando Carcamo in the Buxino tournament, as well as Chris Rudd. I mean, he's the goods in my opinion. I'm a guy that's based on second chances, and his 4 losses to me mean nothing. Since losing, he's been winning, and winning in good fashion. Flanagan, on the other hand, is a very cute boxer. And can he stay away from Petrov? I highly doubt it. I mean, I've watched Petrov. He knows how to cut the distance off. So Flanagan is going to have to prove that he is a good boxer. We'll see that, but I think that it'll be the latter. I'm going to stay with Petrov on this one.
I see. Like Ness said, I disagree. I think Petr Petrov is a tough fighter. I think he's a good fighter, but I think that Terry Flanagan is better. I think that he's more athletic. I think that he gives different angles, and I think he has better boxing skills. I see it being very difficult for Petrov to be able to cut the ring off versus Flanagan. So I see Flanagan winning unanimous decision in this fight.
Already against me. Casual, are you interested in these two names? Have you ever heard of them? I mean, maybe hearing some of those opponents, did it entice you, or you're passing? Yeah, he already passed. What about you?
He stepped away, yeah.
Hardcore Matt.
I think that Petrov is probably going to win this fight. I think that he does everything just a little more crisper, a little more efficient than Terry Flanagan. I think Terry Flanagan is still in the mold of a UK boxer, and I think that hurts him because of his athletic skills. He could do so much more with it and be way more adaptable, but he isn't. He's a very one-trick pony, in my opinion. He's a come-forward guy, throws the jab a lot, mixes up combinations to the body, and just generally works up his work rate until he finishes the guy. He's not the most devastating boxer or puncher. He's not going to knock out Petrov, in my opinion. Petrov has faced devastating hitters like Marcos Maidana.
He stopped Cruz, though.
Petrov has faced devastating hitters like Marcos Maidana. Terry Flanagan isn't that sort of hitter. So I just don't believe in Terry Flanagan yet. His wins have not proven anything to me. I think you can even have an argument that Petrov is a higher ranked lightweight than Flanagan, regardless of the belt. So if Flanagan goes out there and wins either a wide decision or finishes Petrov, then damn, I want to see Flanagan in there with Robert Easter Jr., Mikey Garcia, Jorge Linares, all those guys, because then he proves himself.
Yo,
I don't think he will.
Real bad. We're gonna look real bad losing to MD.
I'm on death's door and I still make better picks.
I know.
Hey, MD, how close do you think this fight is? Like,
I think it's probably Terry Flanagan's toughest fight. I think.
Be honest. Did you know we were gonna pick him?
I had no idea.
Steven,
but I do have a question though, really quickly about the Facebook Live, not Facebook Live, Twitter. Are you able to open it like on your PC? Because I don't want to watch it on my phone, right? You can just open Twitter on your PC. Okay.
And you can like even hook it up to your TV or AirPlay it through your
phone. But remember, you got an iPhone, bro, so you can watch it on your phone and stream it to your TV and still use your phone to do everything.
True that. You're right.
That's the beauty of iPhone. Let's get to what do we got to get to? Steven, what did you pick on Petrov?
I got Petrov because I think he's a tougher fighter. Going back to Usyk, I found this article I'm sending all to you guys based on what Tom Loeffler had said about Usyk's last fight, saying that the guy that he fought, I can't pronounce his name, I'm not going to try. He didn't look so amazing because of that guy's style. In the article, they also bring up how Hunter is ranked, I think, below 26 in that division. It would seem to me as though Loeffler was able to get Hunter in there while he's still green. He's got, like how Ness mentioned, that Olympic backing. And I think he's really just hoping Usyk will just look amazing in front of an American audience on HBO in a triple header, because he knows that
a former Olympian too.
In front of an American, a former Olympian. They're cashing this kid out at 12-0 though. Why?
Look,
I mean, have you seen
Mayweather Promotions? Mayweather Promotions, I don't know them as like the best at building a fighter up. They have certainly done well with some fighters because we've seen them do good on PBC through Heyman. But of course, there are some fighters. Not everyone's going to be a star in that promotional, stable. Some guys are going to have to take the real tough fights and prove it. And I think they're kind of taking. I think in boxing, you take what you can get in the sport, and they're figuring, hey,
let me tell you something. There's a secret going around that Matthew Hunter. That's no fucking secret, all right? There is no secret that Matthew Hunter is real good, but there is a rumor and a secret that this kid, Michael Hunter, is good, right? He has suffered some things early on in his career, but I'm telling you, they did say some stuff about this guy. I've been hearing a lot of gym stories. I think he had weight issues, right? Can we see if we can pull up an article? Maybe he had weight issues early. There is a real good reason for his, I guess, stagnation, right? He's definitely not as progressed as any of the other Olympians from that 2012 bracket. But look, we got through everybody. You guys know the 5 topics now. Lomachenko, Pacquiao, Horn, Gvozdyk, Usyk, Petrov, Flanagan. Let's get out to our sponsors.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
And let me tell you, I don't like stacking up on the sponsorship, but this is a legitimate plug. We never know what can happen in this Sosa Lomachenko fight. Sosa was in there. He was able to hang with Walters, even though Walters proved to be a little more tail between the legs than we thought. We might need a scorecard for this one. Keep them handy. Look at what happened with Douglas and Cherry. We didn't expect it, and it ended up being a fight that we all need to rescore. You know what? Omar Douglas's father reached out to me, and he said he would like us to rescore it. He heard our immediate reaction show, and he felt that, we needed to give it a little more detail. He wants to hear our scorecard. So that is your homework. He wants the listeners to do their homework. He wants to understand, did his son lose or was his son robbed?
Did you speak to his father about changing his nickname?
From what? From Super O to what?
Anything else?
Why? You don't think he looks super? His father is under the question.
It's just kind of like an Andre. It's just kind of like I don't know. It's kind of like an Andrade nickname. I'm not big on it.
I hear you, but Andrade is totally different. Andrade's like boo-boo. Super O is like, yo, he's saying he's super at what he does, no?
It just sounds like an orgasm.
Oh, Super Orgasm. The Super O. Wasn't there a show on Showtime called Super O?
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. It's like kind of awkward.
No, that's funny. You know what? I never thought of it that way till you said it, but I can see it. The Super O. That's a fucking definitely like a lesbian show, right? Like the L word on Showtime. But anyway, look, like I was saying, there's a cheap plug to throw out there you might need to use.
Fight fans, don't leave the decision in the hands of the judges. Download the Throwdown scoring app and receive live scoring, CompuBox stats, boxing predictions from other users around the world. Head over to your iPhone App Store or your Google Play Store and download it absolutely free.
But no one can stop me, really.
Oh, there's a king croc right there. This croc has enough power in its jaws to whip my ear right off.
Yunieski in the 6th round.
You're gonna be the legend to become a legend.
Honestly, these are unbeatable.
You're gonna be the legend to become a legend.
Hey boys, got to just give my picks quick because I'm at work, but I'll go with Usyk, Lomachenko, Gvozdyk, and Flanagan. But the Flanagan one for me is a little bit of a toss-up, flip a coin kind of thing. But I think Flanagan will take it. I think he's got a slight edge. But that's my call, boys, and thanks for the show.
All right, Alex, thanks for calling it. Alex, I don't know if we're going to disconnect you or not, but I need to get to, I think our first-time caller, maybe a first-time caller.
Did we ever break down Liam Williams?
Who?
Liam Smith, the guy that just fought Canelo. He's fighting for the WBO interim belt because Canelo's moving up to fight Chavez.
Isn't that the only reason he's relevant?
He's good. He's a top 10 junior middleweight.
He's good? Who do you pick him to beat? What Charlo? Does he die versus?
Well, he's not going to move up to 160, so he can only fight Jamel. And you know me, I'm high on the Charlos, so that's like the worst comparison.
What day of the week does Andrade beat him to death?
Honestly, if
Smith would give Andrade
Andrade had Jack Cokley problems. Like, come on, bro.
Jack Cokley almost knocked him out in the 12th round, dog. Like, come on.
If Beefy Smith had legit power, he'd probably be a force to reckon with, but he doesn't. He couldn't hurt Canelo at all when Canelo let him bomb on him. And when a fighter's Cotto's little brother did. What the fuck, man? Come on.
So early in his career, okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, like you probably were knocked down, like when you bumped into like a wall when you were 4 years old.
All right,
like I don't know why people bring that shit up. Like he was like 17 years old. Like
exactly,
it's ridiculous. And people think I'm a Canelo hater, but like that's hate.
Oh, when Cotto went into the ropes when Canelo went.
Jose Miguel Cotto.
Yeah. When the other Cotto hit the other Canelo. Listen, let's get out.
And then he knocked him out. Like,
yeah, he did. Just like the Luis Collazo, Keith Thurman thing, people, they just look for the negative and they see the half glass empty.
Liam Smith beats Jared Hurd.
You were over there digging like, who the fuck could he be? Who the fuck could he be? Let me get to Jan, right? Jan. Okay, Jan, is this your first time calling in?
Yes, the very first time.
Very first time. How long have you been listening?
For a couple of months.
Oh, a couple of months. All right, so we got tradition around here. We're going to go ahead and play this first-time caller intro. We want you to introduce yourself. Let us know your name and where are you calling from, and then obviously get into this weekend's picks.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for allowing me to speak a little bit. It's a big pleasure. I'm calling from Portugal, but I'm Russian and Ukrainian. I lived in both countries. Now I live in Portugal. I've been following boxing for many years, and yeah, regarding this weekend's matches, I'm going with Lomachenko. I'm not very confident about Gvozdyk and about Usyk. Yes, in relation to Pacquiao Horn, I'm not really interested in this deal. And Petrov and Flanagan, I'm going with my compatriot Petrov.
All right. So could you tell us anything? I mean, for the, our listeners, obviously, we don't know much about, I guess, how'd you pronounce his name? You were going to help with the pronunciation?
Gvozdyk.
Gvozdyk?
No, it's like Gvozdyk. Gvozdyk.
Gvozdyk.
Okay. Yeah.
Gvozdyk.
Yeah,
means,
say it, Matt.
I got it.
Gvozdyk.
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 Yes, this was good.
So Steven got it right.
I'm both going to do some Gvozdyk,
You got to put some Russian on it. It's like Gvozdyk.
Gvozdyk.
Gvozdyk. All right. So what could you tell us about him? I mean, look, you got Steven, the producer, Superman himself, saying, Yunieski Gonzalez is going to get the upset.
Yeah, I'm a bit skeptical about his future after he was dropped by Karpency. And before this, I think they come, Lomachenko, Gvozdyk, and Usyk, they come from the best ever generation that, let's say, post-Soviet Union boxing ever had. I think even the previous boxers, equally from Russia and Ukraine, never matched the quality of Lomachenko. And
yeah, but don't you also figure out consider one of the reasons why we've never seen quality like that from the Eastern Europeans is because of the Soviet bloc that didn't allow fighters to go pro, similar to that of Cuba.
No, I think in the previous year, the main problem was the psychological, because after the collapse of Soviet Union, when those guys who were good at boxing, when they went to United States and were able to get boxing matches for reasonable money, they just they came from one reality to a completely different reality, and that I think at that time it was a big influence on psychologically on their day by day life, and they were not able to carry to show all the potential that they could have shown if they were prepared mentally for these changes.
So would you say Costa Zoo was the only exception, even though he moved to Australia?
Yeah, but Costa, exactly. He emigrated to Australia. I think he changed his
citizenship
life. Yeah, and he was. I can judge from myself. I came to Portugal. Life here is different. It's calmer. You become a more calm person, and you can show your potential with this change.
Yep.
Listen, Jan, want to thank you obviously for calling in and making the Boxing Voice reach out just a little further, calling all the way in Portugal by way of Ukraine and Mother Russia. Listen, thank you again. We're going to go back out to the callers from Portugal to California. Let's get on out to Donald in Richmond. Talk to us.
What's up? Hey, I'm going to go with you. Like what you said, I'm going to pick Sosa to do the upset against Lomachenko. And, of course, I know Usyk is going to beat Hunter. And, damn, that's fucked up. Why are they catching him out so early? I think this is just way too early for Michael Hunter. He would have to be special like Lomachenko for them to think that he's going to beat Usyk, and I seriously highly
But how special is Lomachenko if you're picking Sosa?
Well, we know that Lomachenko had 350 amateur fights. We know Michael Hunter didn't have no 350 amateur fights. I mean, he was a 2012 Olympian, but he just wasn't on that amateur level, and that's why they expect so much of a Lomachenko, because of the amount of amateur fights that he had, which gives him the little bit more of the edge in the experience coming into the pros, And let me see, Jesse Hart and what is this guy, Campia or whatever his name is. I think that if Jesse Hart wins this fight, which I'm pretty sure he is, I think that Gilberto Ramirez needs to fight Jesse Hart. Because Jesse Hart is ranked number 1 by the WBO for that title that Ramirez has. And the Pacquiao and Jeff Horn, like, this shit is fucking crazy. Like, I guess they feel like they can justify Pacquiao to fight Horn, and this is the only way I see them justifying it. If you look at the rankings, Bradley's ranked number 2. We don't want to see him fight Bradley. He's fought Bradley 3 fucking times. Jeff Horn is number 2. So I guess if he wants to go by the rankings, he can say, well, I'm only going by the rankings. Jeff Horn's number 2. And then Jesse Vargas is number 3, which
How about going by the rankings and say,
oh,
well, I'm only going by the rankings. Let me unify with Keith Thurman.
Or you can just say Jeff Horn hasn't earned his ranking at all. Who has Jeff Horn beat?
Well, no, well, I look at the rankings and I go, who do I think would be something more acceptable? So when I look at the WBO rankings, I go to Konstantin Panavar, number 6. That's more acceptable than Jeff Horn. Why doesn't he fucking fight him?
Because he's a ducker too. No, he's a ducker.
Yeah,
he's not acceptable.
Yeah,
he ducked Earl Spence. He ain't want to shot at Earl Spence for a title shot. Why should he get a shot at Jeff Horn?
Well, he knew he wasn't going to beat Errol Spence, so he's just trying to duck. That's what this problem in boxing right now. Everybody's ducking, trying to keep that O. And it's just, that's just bullshit. And, it's just crazy, man. We can't really get the good fights that we want because everybody and that brings me back to Floyd again. Floyd fucked up everything too with that shit, making everybody think that they're supposed to stay undefeated and be the A side, and that's why that plays a role in the ducking too. And everybody who's undefeated wanting to keep their O, that plays a big part in that. Floyd did that shit too, But that's all I got though.
All right, so listen. We have a bit of an issue on TBV. Things like that happen, right? You're talking, you say something that's provoking or engaging, and we get involved, and sometimes your time gets chewed up. So just know that that's your time. It got chewed up, and, you're pretty cool because you said something that made hosts want to interact with you and eat up the rest of your time. So deal with it.
I just don't see, he doesn't really explain, like, he's a good caller, obviously, but I just don't understand if Lomachenko's as special as he is. I don't think Jason Sosa is that special to beat Lomachenko. That's just,
Well, speaking of special, I know only one guy that single-handedly called out about 5 people, ducked them all in about 2 hours, and it's fairly popular. So I don't even understand how you can walk around with your head held high, but Robert Ortiz.
Wow, dude. Wow. Seriously? You're just gonna like, I mean, you ducked me, first of all. All right. Okay. I called everyone out, and they're saying, well, I got to fight with this B-grade fighter. I got to fight with this guy. And then you and I begin the negotiations, and you talk about, I ain't going to move anywhere in weight. I'm going to fight at 400 pounds because I don't feel like training. I know I'm twice your size, but fuck it, I don't feel like losing any weight, so 400 pounds is the guy.
He said 400 pounds, yo.
Yo, let me ask you guys a question. MD.
No, sir. The next day you say,
who the fuck is that guy?
You think you could fight? You think you fight? Could
hey, let me ask the question to the panel, Rob. Rob.
Who's doing the ducking?
Rob, we're gonna find out. Just let the panel answer the question. Steven, going down the line, if a fighter asks a heavyweight to go down from heavyweight to 185, who's really doing the ducking?
I mean, Andre Ward did that with Chad Dawson, huh?
No. We're talking heavyweight. No.
No, I wouldn't say you're ducking. But I'd definitely say you're being a diva. I'd definitely say you're being a diva because you also want to fight out of the country. So you might not be ducking, but you're definitely being
Robert,
a diva.
you know that Ness making 185 is like, it's not going to be that easy.
That's
like to be like spending like time like cutting weight and in the sauna like this.
Easy, it's impossible. I haven't weighed 185 probably since 17 years old. You're crazy. I've been a heavyweight all my life. My bone structure. This guy's he's trying to kill me.
Well, I said, like, give me a number, and you said no.
Yeah, heavyweight, bro. Whatever you want to weigh, I'm gonna be a heavyweight. Stop being scared.
I'm all right with heavyweight. That's fine. We could go above 200, but I mean, are we talking 300 pounds here? We're talking about 270.
Dude, I weigh 226, bro. I weigh 220. I'm looking like Brian Jennings around here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my God, what disrespect! Oh my Lord, you're talking about Brian Jennings, one of the most dedicated fighters in the world.
Yeah, that's it. Looking like bye-bye though. Let's keep that realness.
and you're over here.
All right, maybe that was a bit of an exaggeration.
You look like
a bit.
Man, you look like the
Dominic Brazil
butterbean. Get out of here, dude.
Yo, I do not. Oh shit, man! I thought we were boys.
Yo, Dominic Brazil.
I would have shot
fire, bro.
Yo, I would have put my hand in fire for Matt. Yo, I would have put right in fire for Matt. He said I look like fucking Brazil. You know how much I talk about Brazil's body? You're horrible. You're no one's friend.
He weighs like a Brazilian pounds.
Yo, they call me Porky Medina. Oh, I'm not. Yo, look, all you got to do now is take the fight.
You look better now.
I look better. I look better. Take the fight. You're gonna see fucking Anthony Joshua in the flesh come June. Is all I'm saying. Take the fight.
Oh my God! Here we go against Canadian Jose, because that's who you got to. Man, this guy's.
Wait a minute. Canadian Jose has nothing to do with this.
We're negotiating the location, the weight. We're almost ready to go, and then about 10 minutes later, you get, hey man. You think you'd rather fight Canadian Jose instead, man? I don't know, man. Like I think you should fight Jose. And then he's got Jose over here trying to fight me. I'm like, what the fuck's going on, dude? You give me a mercy killing, dude, so that you don't have
a mercy killing. Yo, you the one being a diva. Everyone we put down the line, even the guys who have fights say, yeah, I'll fight him. And you've always made excuses. Why don't you now? All right, listen, let's settle it because we're wasting time. Why don't you right now make your fucking A-side demand, because you're the diva. Everyone else got fights. They're training, bro. Check out Patreon, man. These guys are ready. Steven is ready to kill, okay? He's ready to kill.
Wow.
Yep, little Stevie.
Check out the tape that dropped today. He's dropping uppercuts, bro. I didn't even see Danny Garcia move the fucking aqua bag like that. Don't play. CPB is ready, bro. Yeah, right. Matt. That's what's gonna be on Matt's tombstone. The MD laugh. Come fucking June. Steven killing. And there's not gonna be anyone left. Listen, there's no one left for me to fight because Steven is gonna run through everybody. Pac-Man eating the ghosts after the little thing in the corner style.
I'm putting my money on the casual fan, dude. I don't know. I didn't like what I saw on the tape. I think MD has a lot of work to do, man. He's just not ready. Dude.
What? Whoa. You're saying that casual looks better than MD?
And you're saying casual's going to walk through Mario and then turn around and beat MD? That's a bold statement. I wouldn't put money on that, brother. I don't know. Wait. Hey, no shit. Not hating on you, Cash. That's just a lot of work for one man.
I mean, listen.
Look. Guys are killing you in the chat, Mr. Rockstar. They're saying how the hell,
bro.
Yo, they're saying how the hell this. He said what, Ness? He turned down a plane ticket. They know you're the ducker, buddy. They know you're the ducker.
Yo, the truth is that you're getting back in shape in your boxing and you're high off your pre-workout. Like, I get it, bro. Excited about that shit. You like Robert.
He's like, I get it, bro.
You don't get it in the ring. Like we could tell. Like it's just you do cardio boxing. It's all right, bro.
Don't snort that pre-workout. Trust me.
Yo, that's what it is. He got sponsored by some fucking protein and pre-workout.
Exactly. He's getting back in shape. Like just because, yo, we get it. Like you're looking better than you did before. You're looking pretty in shape, right? It's way different than actually like boxing than cardio boxing. So it's letting you know.
That's right. Just remember that. Just remember that the guys at TBV.
You don't understand.
Man. No, buddy. You know what's wrong?
Every other day, dude. This is easy work. That's why I want to make it count, dude.
Yo, he's just all talk.
I want the video to be. It's gonna be titled "Rockstar Knocks Out Boxing Journalist," dude. The Giant Killer. They're gonna call me the Giant Killer, dude. And
Giant storyteller.
I want Nestor Gibbs. I want him on.
Well, who's the journalist? I don't even. I'm illiterate.
We're gonna call it Independence Day Massacre. You're gonna see some fireworks. I want you, Independence Day, Nestor Gibbs, on an island. Let's do this. We can make it happen. I don't care about your weight, dude. I'll tell you. You come at 700 pounds, dude. You're looking like like Valyuev.
Yo, he sounds like a
was.
poor man's version of Keith Thurman right now, trying to do his tough man speech and shit.
And he's like, no, like he doesn't even believe it. Robert, you don't even believe it. Like, I don't feel like you believe this shit. Do you actually think you can beat Ness?
In between us.
Yo,
we're doing
Matt.
it on America's birthday. On America's birthday, we're doing this. Dude.
Matt, he doesn't even believe himself. He's gonna text me after the look,
Bro, my
look,
baby's
that
fine. My
that
baby's
exactly.
Exactly.
He's gonna text me after this, like, yo, fool, I gotta ask my wife to see if I can take vacation. Get out of here, buddy. Go take care of the kids, man. You wanna get to your boxing picks, or you gotta go change a diaper? Like, he muted himself. He goes.
I tell you, my boxing pick is me whooping your ass in July 4th.
Yo, send the contract. Send the contract. Yo, talk is cheap, man. You know how many people call out Ness?
It's done.
You know how many people call out Ness? Send the contract, buddy. You see me Instagram. Kill yourself. I'm giving everybody the rope. I'll just kick away the chairs. All I'm saying. Who we going to next? Larry in the Bay.
No. We got to. I'm sorry, but we got a ringer. We got Stainless from.
Is he
Nashville.
making picks or talking boxing or no?
He was making. I don't know what he was doing.
No, he just talked about
Nashville. You won, brother.
He just talked about the card.
Straight to the point for those with attention deficit. I'm so repetitive, so I gotta repeat. Stainless from the streets to the deep. I'm coming with that heat. All you need to know about me, I'm coming with that heat.
Hey, yo, TBV, what's up?
What up, Stainless?
Ain't nothing. Hey, I just want to say that was a great interview I just did with Jeff Horn.
Oh shit, that was amazing.
Yo, Stainless.
Get the gunshots out. Get the gunshots out.
Yo, this is why you got an award, man. You can't stay away from the show that long. That was right on. That was right on point. Beautiful, beautiful.
You know, sometimes I'm at work sometimes, so I'm just listening in, or I catch up with it later. Sometimes I'm on the line, I just don't push one. So I got that ringer so I can jump in whenever I feel like it. Like I said, I really wanted the boomerang because I stay on to the end and call right back. You know what I'm saying? But it's just TBV love. You know what I'm saying? If I was a richer man, I get the mastermind. You know what I'm saying? It's more than anything else is about supporting my family. You know what I'm saying? And making sure that I'm part of the movement. But yeah, that was a great interview with Jeff Horn, man. I was really surprised because I thought he would have more of an Australian accent, to be honest. But I still don't know who the fuck that guy is. So I'm saying good luck to Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? Bring that belt back to the Philippines or whatever. As far as my picks for this fight, this Saturday, obviously I'm going with the, you know what I'm saying, with the man. Vasyl, the Duck man himself, with Vasyl Lomachenko. Sosa's a decent fighter, man. I'd rank him in, maybe top 5 in a weight class, but I'm saying he don't have enough of the guts to keep up with Lomachenko. Usyk, I wouldn't be surprised if that dude went to decision. Like I said, I just saw him that hit in his last fight, and I wasn't overly impressed with him. As MD said, he doesn't have he's not as refined as Lomachenko is, so to make that comparison is a little off right now. Steven, man, you looking like a beast on Patreon, man. Matt, you my boy, but you might want to be careful and put on some extra head.
I'm upping you in this private chat we have about how cool you are, Stainless, and then you come on here and just me, man. Yeah. That's brutal. That's brutal. That's worse than me saying that Ness looks like Dominic Brazil, man.
Nah, Matt. Yo, did you see the comment on Patreon? The comment on Patreon was a video link to the Rocky scene. It was hilarious.
Oh,
I'll look at it.
Dr. Mofongo is the best at video responses.
But Steven, I will tell you though, man. Matt ain't playing, man. So I'm saying, come prepared to fight, bro, because he is not joking at all.
Yo, Mad Matt is Mad Matt for a reason. That dude's straight crazy. There's nothing more terrifying than a crazy person inside the ring. I'm well aware of this.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Steve, I think that people were so mesmerized with your uppercuts. You don't just
have heart, you got determination.
I think that they were so mesmerized with your uppercuts that they didn't see or hear that you kind of gave a message saying that you never took a break. Because everybody they haven't heard that. I don't think.
Yeah, if anyone hasn't listened to it, go back and listen to the message. speak volumes.
Well, I'm gonna have to go back to that. But I'm gonna let the rest of these people get on this line. I really hate to give up this boomerang spot, but it's just the beginning of the month, so I have to wait another, 26 days to get it. So if somebody else want it, man, I would advise you to get it before I do. You got 25 days and counting.
That's right. There is one
said,
boomerang available now. There is.
Finally.
Yeah. Bruce went down to Ringer. He wants.
Why are we talking about stainless and like monthly cycles? Like what kind of show is this?
What?
You say what?
I got it.
It went over my head.
Was that a steroid joke? Right? That was a steroid joke.
No, it's way more.
Well, hey, they
it's
are
way
asking,
more.
they are asking, is Steven taking Vada? That's what they've been asking on Patreon. I'm saying, like, is Steven on Vada? And I'm like,
oh yeah, and I saw that Nestor. I'm like, no Vada. Hey, quick bit though.
Like I say, man.
Quick bit though. Interesting fun fact. When I was 12 years old, right? I've been running marathons since I was 12 years old. When I was 13, I got sponsored to run it. They gave me shoes and paid for my registration and everything. But they had me do a drug test. I don't know, or not a drug test. They just had me do a urine test. I don't know what for.
You're in a marathon?
Yeah, since I was 13.
6.2 miles?
Yeah, brother. When I was 13, I ran it nonstop. That was the first time I ever did it nonstop. It wasn't my best time, but it was pretty.
Did you break 4 hours?
Let's get out.
No,
hold on, Steven. Steven, wait. Let him go. He's got to go. He's working.
Steven, I'm really surprised that you phone jacket, man. You usually don't do that. But I want to let the rest of these callers get in, man. I'm sorry, I'm high, man. So I'm probably high everywhere. But I just want to get my 10 in, man. Please make sure that you like and share this and every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast, man. Get on that Patreon, man, and get on with the rest of us.
All right.
Man. Y'all go ahead and get on to the rest of these callers.
Wait, we got to press Steven on that marathon shit because, like, I
was
like in good when I was in high school, right? I was in incredible cardio shape for like a high school student. Like I broke a 5-minute mile, right? But I've never ran a fucking marathon. That's crazy.
Yeah, I ran right now. Steven,
I ran
12 miles. Like 12 miles.
I ran 6 of them, from 12 years old to 18. But then I came to college, I stopped. My mom, she's ran like 16, 17 of them, yo. Hey, but back to the piss test though. The lab told us that, like, hey, dude, you have like really high levels of protein in your urine. Do you know why? And I'm like, no. They're like, go see your family doctor and ask him what's up. My family doctor was like, what the fuck? Like, I have no, like, how do they even find out that you had that? What the hell's going on? Like,
protein's actually not good.
Yeah, well, no bullshit. Like, that's what I have had. What?
I mean, I don't know.
Yo, you're scaring the crap out of me.
No. I don't know. Typically, protein is not a good indicator if it's in your urine. But again, like I shouldn't have said that. It's a little too early to determine that. No.
Wow. Way to drop some fucking serious news on TBV here.
I ran 3 mini half marathons and
3-minute half marathons. Turn your mic up, Cash.
I ran 3 half marathons and I've done 3 Spartan races.
Damn, Spartan races?
Yeah, I've done 3 of them. Trifecta medals.
Holy shit!
Oh shit! Look at everybody proving that they're athletes.
Yeah, I'm not an athlete. Fuck.
Yeah. Come June 6th through the 9th, we're gonna find out. We're gonna separate the
I'm a fighter, Ness. I'm a fighter. Steven ain't a fighter. He's an athlete. He runs miles and shit. I've never seen him in the ring. Once.
Oh, so you're saying he's just looking cute on the outside?
But Steven, let me clarify it, right? That's like the most extreme version of it. Like typically, like I don't know, like do you take a lot of caffeine? I mean, how's your blood pressure?
I mean, when I was a kid, no, obviously not. But I've taken tests since then, and I haven't gotten that bad.
Been live on air.
I mean, there's like a bunch of different reasons, like protein in your blood. I mean, it's complicated. So you definitely don't have cancer. That was a bad fucking.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Doogie Howser, MD, got us. Yo, thank you. Woo. Where's the soundbite for Steve?
You understand? I have like 102 fever right now. I can't even think right now.
Man. That's what we call dedication right there. Speaking of, since you're here, why not bring on your nemesis? Or at least for this card.
Popping all this champagne, popping all this rosé, getting money like Jose, chain cold, Norway, shorty wants that foreplay, I'm like, no way, gotta rock it like Coldplay, killing it, OJ, getting cheese like Green Bay, call me Aaron Rodgers.
Yo, boys,
you know what? I must say, man, we should change Matt's nickname to the Ghost because he's a dead man walking. Steven's just gonna plow through.
Jose, how are you gonna feel when you lose all those belts? Hold on, Stevie. I'll get to you in June. Jose, how are you gonna feel when you lose all those belts to MD and you get knocked the fuck out and your wife's there crying and shit? Like, how are you gonna feel, man?
That's the worst thing right now. Poor Steven is holding on. He's holding on to the hope that MD wins. What happens when I knock out MD? How bad are you gonna look? You're gonna look.
You knock out MD? Okay, dude.
That's beat by a Canadian.
Yo, Jose, first get off of Bluetooth, Jose. First get off of Bluetooth. And that would upset the Apple Card. What if, but look, it's like MD said the last time. Like, how are you going to knock him out? Like, how is that even within the, do you know all the stars that have to align for you to knock someone out with headgear that night in front of all those people while the cameras are on? Do you really think that you could rise to that occasion? Come on, bro.
You know what? Right now, as it is, I went through Patreon. I probably have about 3 people that actually believe I can win. I don't know what the doctors.
You have a total of 3 people. Wow.
That's it, man. But you know what? It's 3 more people than Matt has at least, right?
Shots fired.
It doesn't matter who thinks I'm going to win because I know I'm going to win. Do you know you're going to win? Because you haven't sound like you know you're going to win.
Yo, sounding confident and winning confidently is 2 different things, man.
Yes, it is. But this is all the pre-hype, pre-fight bullshit. And sounding like you feel it means something.
Where's Pablo Munguia so I could talk shit too, man?
Working.
Pablo Munguia ducking you, man.
He said he would be on 15 minutes ago.
No, man.
Yo, you're gonna make Pablo Munguia's face like a Picasso painting, all disfigured. Is that what you're saying, Casual?
No, I'm just gonna pick him apart.
Talk to Mario. He's out training right now too, Casual. He's sure that he's gonna win, man. And you know
how much is he putting up on the bench press?
I'm Team Mario.
That ain't
man. Team Mario here in Canada, man. He's one of the guys with us, man.
Oh, you didn't see me today. You saw me day one. You didn't see me.
Of course, we have Steven on our side.
Damn, yo, hey, Cash, feel good. Look, MD, Casual, and Steven are Marty Sway's Border Wars picks.
There you go.
Not Jose.
That's the A side right there.
Yo, when you bleed, if you bleed, do you bleed maple syrup?
Yo, man, you know what? Right now, I'm sweating it out because I'm fat, but I'm gonna lose it all.
Yo, you did look pretty chubby, man. What's up with that?
Yeah, you're looking thinner in New York, man. Do you wear one of those waist things that suck in?
Yeah. He's wearing Spanx in New York for the TBB.
You talking about a corset?
No, Spanx.
Yeah, corset.
Girdle.
Spanx are for your fucking ass, I think,
or legs. I don't know.
No, yo, boomerang me right away here.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Want to reset my clock, Steve? Anyway, so guys, this is a big event. This is ultimately a bucket list thing. So I've said it before many times, man. I can't lose to a med school from Florida, man. It's not going to happen. So there's a lot of pride in this event.
Yo, wait a minute. Stop the clock. That was like a fucked up Broner punchline. I can't lose to a med school. You didn't even say med school student. Come on, get it right. You don't even sound good. You don't even sound good.
Wait, is that his Caitlyn Jenner soundbite type of thing where he fucked up?
I don't know what is he doing over here. This is, first of all, he's still on Bluetooth for speakerphone anyway. That's why no one can hear him.
No, I'm not on a Bluetooth. I'm on my phone, man. I'm just talking normal.
Man, you need to put some bass in your voice.
Maybe you can't hear, Ness, because you got. You know what? Maybe you can't hear because you got Steven's nuts all in your mouth and covering your ears, man. You can't hear, man. You got to leave that boy. You're gonna drain all his energy out, Ness. You got to make sure you don't make his legs weak.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Shift all the attention on me. Shift all the attention on me. But don't worry. The bracket will slowly move. Steven would advance, and the world will see. The ducking will commence. The ducking will commence.
Ness, you've already made your picks. You've already picked MD to beat me. You've already picked Steven to win, and you have Enrique winning. So we're gonna see what happens, man. Things are gonna get upset, and you know what? It's my prerogative. Maybe after I win, the belt should just stay in Canada, man. At some point, I got to retire, man, and enjoy my riches, right? You know, so maybe it's time the belts just stay back in Canada. And,
Yo, but Trudeau has to take some of it and give it to other people.
Who the fuck is that guy?
You got to share the belts among the Canadian people, right? It's only fair, right? It's the Canadian way.
Exactly, man. I'm telling you. And I'm going to have somebody calling in today who's going to have one-time ringer status because they entered the draw, and they're going to be supporting me. So a fellow Canadian member is going to call in, and you guys can hear what they have to say. But he definitely wants to talk to MD.
How much you paid him?
So don't be ducking him.
How
MD.
much you paid him?
Nothing, man. He's paying to come see me, to come support me, to wear the Canadian TMT hat. He's going to be in the corner, you know, along with my boy Eric Cruz. You know, that's it, man. We're a lonely army of 3 guys, but that's all it takes.
No offense, but I don't give Steven credit for what on that hook bag.
Oh
no, Steven did beautifully, man. But you know what?
Cash, why you throwing shade, bro? I thought we were cool.
He's like, you got more power than Steven. He told me, man. You got more power. Just gonna work on your speed. You know what? My coach has said it, man. My coach is gonna be
How does your coach know you have more power from Steven 3,000 miles away again?
Hey,
Tell
man,
us.
Because they're breaking down all the video. Well, you guys are doing all this talking. I actually have a team in place, man. I got James Dynamite Dixon, my health and nutrition coach. I got my coaches. Like they're looking at video. We're doing everything. We're looking already 2 steps ahead. The MD fight's already done.
Do you put do you have to put on makeup, like a little bit of like toner on your face before you go to that posh gym? You know, the gym where like, you know, there's a lot of fake titties, like fake lips, right? I'm in the fucking I'm training in a lot different type of environment than you are.
You know
like,
what?
The cold ain't shit, Jose. You live in the burbs. I don't know what you're trying to pretend. You don't live in Siberia. You're not Ruslan.
You heard his gym. They playing music. You hear aerobics happening in the background. It's like and 1 and 2 while he's throwing punches. You're not in the fucking yo.
Don't sleep on Jose, man.
MD's in Florida gym, man. Think about it. This is the same state that bred guys like Winky Wright, Jeff Lacey, fucking Keith Thurman, you know, Andre Berto, and then boxing MD.
Yes, quick jacking his call. I got to give him another 30 seconds for all the times we jacked his call.
Jack him some more.
Yeah. Listen, the hardest choice I'm going to have right now for the fight is determining how I'm going to look. I got to make sure my shoes match my socks, my shorts. That's right now what the team's worrying about. We got to look good.
You can have flashy shorts, like them shorts.
You gotta look good when you get knocked the fuck out, right?
What kind of shorts? The flashy shorts?
Wearing all the gear, boys. You guys.
Macho Camacho style?
Jose, I'll get your confidence up. I think you'd be able to beat me right now, though.
Yo, you know what I respect about
like Jose? No, so if Jose was in the ring with me right now, I would think Jose would win. So
you know what I respect about Jose right now? That he understands what he's getting into, so he would rather wear his that last nice outfit to his coffin. So that's why
oh my god, he's putting on church clothes. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he's worried about what he's gonna look like. He said.
Nah, I gotta.
He's putting on a three-piece suit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, he's just about out of time. Wrap it up, Jose.
Jose, all I know is this.
Make your picks, Jose. Make your picks, Jose.
Wait a minute, Jose. We're gonna give you more time. Fuck that shit. All I know is this, bro. You can clearly see that MD and Steven have tremendous power. No one's seen Casual hitting a heavy bag today the way that I did. So he'll be next on the list as the TBV fighters that have natural power. But we haven't been able to see that in you, man. I don't know. You're like this Sugar Ray Leonard,
you know what?
Malinaji twist.
I'm gonna send footage. No, I'm gonna send footage. You guys are gonna see. I was working the 15 combos today. We're doing 15 punch combos. We're doing the ducks. You know, it's just, I'm telling you, man. It's like Mayweather Senior and Mayweather Junior, man. It's looking beautiful. That's all I can tell you guys. The coach is very, very, very happy with our progress. And I'm telling you, this is no bullshit. We've broken down tape already. MD's already been broken down. They've seen it. Everything I see, they see. That's my team, man. You know, it's again, we're few, but we're strong, right? And we're all on the same page. It seems a little bit far-fetched that someone would do so much preparation for a fight, but this is my name. This is me, man. This is me trying to keep whatever little status I have on TBV so that I don't get finished.
Jose, do you realize? No disrespect to Matt, because I'm not lying about this, and Ness and Matt can back this up. Do you realize that I did no training and I was partying the night before I found Matt? Now I'm actually training, and in shape. So you could study all that tape you want, right? But I advise you to be a little more have a little more imagination in what you think I bring to the ring. That's all you got to say.
But Ness also asked me, he's like, do you want MD to bring everything? I said, Ness, tell MD to bring it all. I want him to train from now on. I want him to be the best MD possible.
Yep.
No, I think this is some sort of midlife crisis thing for him. You know what I'm saying?
Instead of buying like a Porsche or a Bugatti.
Jose, I know, like you said, like, you know, your what is it? Your mother, you said your mother's not that happy. Your mother-in-law, right? You said that she cried. I'm sure that you said your wife was mad. How is she going to be able to enjoy the sexy new lean Jose if you're not alive, you know?
You know what? Maybe that's why, Doctor. I got to do this. You know, everyone's doubting, like I said. But I got my team, and you guys will see. You heard what my little daughter said. I sent that video to you guys, right? Every time I say the word MD or she hears your name on the radio, she's like, beat him up, punch him in the face. You know, I'm training everyone here, man. So.
Jose, you don't listen to the show with your kids around, do you?
Oh no, your kid was talking greasy. That's all I gotta say about that. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. that video was really funny though. That was pretty funny. It was cute. I'm not gonna lie.
It was dropping Spanish swears.
It softened MD up.
Yeah, it did. I couldn't even be like anything but like, you know.
Now I gotta hurt.
Good question by Bama Boy. Good question. We actually have an official USA Boxing amateur referee with multiple fights of experience. I can get his exact resume, and you all be surprised to know that it is the very first Matt ever to produce the show from Cincinnati, Ohio. We'll be making a trip out. Actually, not from Cincinnati. He'll kill me for saying
that. Quick, another question that
we got Mauricio Herrera, brother.
Yeah, I'm bringing Monster Peace on right now. Monster, can you hear me?
I am here, guys. You all.
Mauricio, what's going on?
Maestro.
Hey, what's up, man?
How are you, brother?
Nothing much. I'm doing good. Just relaxing a little. We had a fight, going back into training, and staying in shape.
Well, first and foremost, we want to thank you, obviously, for giving us the opportunity to, you know, interview you and have you here on the Boxing Voice Radio. I am the host, Nestor Gibbs, and I'm joined among a few other panelists who will introduce themselves at the time. But we all know that you were recently in the ring not too long ago on the 23rd. You picked up the unanimous decision win. What letter grade would you give yourself for that performance?
I'll say AFC. You know, I knew who the guy was. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be a tough of a fight for me. I mean, he's a veteran and everything. I mean, he's had, you know, been around with a couple of prospects that I heard before, you know, just giving them problems. He was no real problem with me, but at the same time, I just, maybe going into that fight of training, you know, even before that, the last couple of fights, having been myself inside and outside the ring, and going into that fight, I just wanted to get the win, and I didn't really wasn't motivated to impress anybody. Just get a win and start fresh, and now I'm gonna hit it hard and give it another run.
So what's your promotional situation? Are you still with Golden Boy, or are you a free agent? What's going on with Mauricio Herrera in terms of you know, both manager and promoter?
I'm still signed with Yeah, you know, I never really had a manager in my whole career. You know, I had one guy who was with me for a while, who was sort of a manager, but you know, that was a whole big story behind him. I had to let him go for some, you know, bad things he was doing, and basically, even when I was with him, you know, basically just doing everything on my own from scratch and making my own decisions, which leads to why, you know, I chose to fight, you know, a lot of tough competition. So, you know, Golden Boy with them, I only have, I think, about a year or maybe a little less. I know a little over a year left with them. And so, yeah, I mean, that's it. What I got left with them. We picked this sort of a tune-up fight type fight. And now we're looking to get back into some bigger fights. So that was the whole reason behind picking this guy. And, you know, I had 147 as well.
Hey, Mauricio, this is Steven, the producer. So you have a reputation of being, you're El Maestro. You're a master in the ring and making people look bad. No one ever really looked good fighting you. And you've had a reputation of fighting these young up-and-comer guys. You said that you just took somewhat of a tune-up fight, kind of at 147 to get acclimated. At this point in your career, are you looking to fight young lions coming up in the Golden Boy stable, or are you really going to go in there and tell them, look, I got a year left. I want big money fights. No more of these kids coming up. I deserve something better.
Yeah, exactly. I want to fight, guys like Lucas Matisse, who they're actually trying to turn me up if he pulls a win in May 6th. So that'll be a good fight for me. Just, guys who've been around the game who I can make money off of as well, and who I can, get a lot of credit if I do get, the wins over these guys. A prospect, that doesn't do anything for me, and it's the whole advantage is goes to them, and as you see, sometimes I get robbed on the way, and everybody's eyes are on the prospects. So I know where I know who I am, I know what I got, and I'm just gonna have to be smart about it and just take on guys like Lucas Matisse.
So you're looking at Matisse. Are you going to be live at his fight when he fights against Emmanuel Taylor? And we've seen nowadays there some fighters, they have to really go the extra mile in terms of calling guys out. Either social media isn't necessarily doing it anymore. You got to do. Some people do it press conferences. Some people do it immediately after fights. Are you looking to do something like that? Maybe be there live ringside.
Well, yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there live to watch it. We had a talk with Golden Boy. Now, I was actually supposed to have that fight with him in May. Being age with Golden Boy, don't really have to do much. I mean, I'm sure they can make that happen with no problem. The only thing was that, the fight, I was going to take this fight that I just had and then get a good win, and then they were going to have me with Matisse on the undercard. But I guess last minute changed it. Maybe it was too close, and they were worried maybe I'd get cut or something, and wouldn't be able to make the fight. If they had it sealed already, and say something bad happens, and they wouldn't be able to get Matisse a fight in time. But their excuse was that Matisse didn't want to fight me because it was, oh man, not 90% Mexicans on the card and blah blah blah, and But who knows if that's true or not? But they told me even if Matisse happens to win, we're going to get you guys on a separate card on a separate night. And they also mentioned Ruslan would like a rematch as well. I mean, he's coming back. I didn't even know he was retired. But so, I mean, those two are big fights, big punches. I do well with big punches. Myself, it's perfect with that. And I think those are good opportunities right there to kind of come up and shine a little bit again.
Mauricio, so obviously this was your first fight campaigning at 147. Obviously it's also a little later in your career. Are you feeling a lot better? Do you feel like you have a little more power? Or did you just have to shake the rust off because you were out of the ring since November of 2016?
Yeah, I think it's still shaking the rust off, and who knows? I think I can do maybe a little better at 147. I've been doing 140, and I'm older, and I'm 36 years old, and 140 is really tough to make it. But I've been doing it for a while. But I feel maybe try something else, maybe move up. Maybe there's more names at 147. And not only that, yeah, I just feel like I did have to shake off rust even from the kind of fight. It was a rough fight. It was a lot of low blows as well. It took long to recover. And just want to get back in it. I said, we'll take it slow, take another tune-up, and everything goes well. Then Matisse, I guess, is going to fight at 147 as well. So if that fight were to be made, I mean, I'm not, fighting a full-on 147. I mean, he's moving up himself. So I think that that'll be a smooth thing to do.
And, we've seen you in that fight with Frankie Gomez. Is that a fight you're interested in a rematch down the line? I mean, again, that will make sense. Two Golden Boy fighters, or are you looking for bigger names?
Yeah, for sure. That's still in the back of my head. That fight just felt like crap before and after. You know, the fight before that was with Hank Lundy with the bad head, cuts that I have in the headbutts. And I took almost a year off, and I didn't do anything. I didn't go to the gym. Just didn't care to go to the gym, and wasn't myself. Just was not behaving as a fighter, and I got the Gomez opportunity, and I took it. It wasn't me. Didn't feel like it, but I got in shape the best as I possibly can. I was up and put on a lot of weight, so I looked like crap in that fight, and I know I can do better than that. So, it went how it went. Gomez did his thing, and I never really heard from Gomez after that. I don't know if he's training or hasn't fought since then. I don't think so. But if he gets back in action and I keep going the way I'm doing, and we can meet up again. I think that'll be a good idea.
Now, we've seen situations with Joan Guzman about a decade ago or so where he had issues making weight and the promoters could not believe in him because every time he had to, go to the weigh-ins, he ended up not making that contracted weight. That's not necessarily your issue, but your promoter is expecting a certain type of value from you in order to merit you being back on television, because ideally that's where you want to fight, in front of the eyes of many. Like you say, you want to fight with Lucas Matisse. Do you think that the performance versus Hector Velasquez would allow the networks to have you make that fight with Lucas? Or do you feel like you need to get in there with someone that the networks deem, respectable and really do a number on him to get that fight?
Yeah, I don't know how they would see it. I mean, I think it's also, the styles of the fighters and the competition level. I mean, and I'm the type of fighter, you put me in with a really tough guy, and I step it up. I step up even in the training camp. There's just some fighters, I guess, you put them with guys that were losing records, and then maybe they don't perform as well. But you put them with the guys who was supposed to beat me, who was supposed to knock me out, I perform a little better. I don't know how they would negotiate that with the networks, or if they even think I just don't have anything. But I don't know. I'm not control that. But whatever happens, I'm just hoping they will give me those fights, and I guess that's all I can do. And I just wanted to get past, Hector Velasquez and start fresh, and I'll get into, staying in the gym, something I wasn't doing in the past with the past fight. So I'm just looking to restart my career and give it something good for the next fight. So if they do let me go through, I'll really show Golden Boy and everybody else that I still got something in me.
Hey, Mauricio, so you've always been an action fighter. As long as I've been watching you, you're the guy who's throwing punches and bunches. Maybe not the most powerful, but damn, you are going to make a person hurt. We've seen with certain fighters who have that all-action style, when they take long layoffs, and inactivity, it could bring their activity in the ring down. We've seen fighters like Brandon Rios, who was put on the shelf a bit, and then when he came back, he wasn't as active. If you don't get that Matisse fight or Provodnikov fight kind of like right away, like you might hope, can we expect another good tune-up fight from you?
Yeah, exactly. I told them as well. I said, the thing with me is, I think with my age and with my style, I have to just stay active, and it's me outside the ring too. I can't be slacking off and not going, taking these long breaks, which I have been doing. Now you make a little money later in your career, and you start, having a little more fun. But now my head is straight. I feel good, and I know that I even told him if nothing's not going to happen soon with Matisse, after his win, then I can take another tune-up fight, just to keep me sharp, and I'll be ready for whatever after that.
Well, Mauricio, we want to thank you, obviously, for coming on the show. We always appreciate whenever a world-class fighter of your level can give us the opportunity to interview you in front of our listening audience. If you have any social media, please give it out this time. And once again, thank you.
No, thank you, guys. If you want to get on my Instagram, at Mauricio Herrera 359, check me out. Post the latest news and my updates. And thank you guys for this interview.
All right, Mauricio. Well, thanks for, again, Monster Piece. Thank you as always. You know what would be a fun fight for Mauricio?
What was that? Well, who would that be?
Brandon Rios.
Dude, that's why I mentioned the name, man. That's what I was saying, man. If you get those two together, oh, man, that's a war, man. Like, Mauricio Herrera, I'm telling you, like, I've always liked watching that guy. People would say like, oh, you know, he could stink some guys out. So what? That's because he's the one throwing all the punches. I'll never forget when he fought Danny, man. That was an amazing performance. Won't forget when he fought Provannikov. That was a heck of a war. Those pictures from those fights are still shown to this day for a reason. And him versus Brandon Rios would be all fan favorite. You put that in a great venue in SoCal, like StubHub. StubHub generates the fire, man. You go down there, you're seeing a bloody war. And I mean, I hate to see, you know, Mauricio Herrera get all murked up, but dude, that guy, he's willing to take the punches to land the punches, and both of them are able to do that. That'd be a fun fight. I think I'd rather see that fight than a Provo rematch, to tell you the truth.
All right, let's get out to JD in Texas. JD, what's going on, brother?
Yo, can you hear me?
Loud
Yeah, we
and
got you.
clear.
Hey, first I want to say, shout out to Jose, man. That was a funny ass call the other night. Funny as fuck. And that dude really believes himself. Like, he really thinks that that he's gonna beat MD. Shout out to shout out to y'all for working everything out too, by the way. Coming together like men, working it out, and getting MD back, you know, where he's supposed to be, which is on TBV.
That's MD too, you know. MD's a man too, you know. You called it right.
That's what I'm saying. But getting to the picks, man, I want to pick Loma, like 5-1, easy fight should be. And the rest of them, I really don't. I guess I'll pick Usyk, but as far as the Flanagan and the other guy, you know, who the fuck are those guys? I'm gonna just toss a coin, man, and say fucking Flanagan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know these guys. But yo, Matt.
Yo, JD.
Cue that violin music for me real quick.
I'll get it up for you. Hold on 1 second.
Oh man. Yo, Steven. I want you to hear me through the violins and just try to take it easy on them, you know what I'm saying? Like, no haymakers allowed, you know what I'm saying?
I hear you, JD. We're all walking out of this in one piece.
Yeah, that's my time, man.
Hey, before the JD call, we mentioned Brandon Rios. Whatever happened to the Victor Ortiz fight?
It never happened.
It happened in January and just never negotiated properly.
Him and not interested in Ortiz.
And Rios isn't rumored to be in talks with Miguel Cotto. Just saying. If I'm Rios, I'm not taking Mauricio Herrera. I'm taking that cash money for Miguel Cotto.
Or maybe you're Rios and they tell you got to prove it to get that cash, and you got to get through Herrera first. And the winner of that fight gets Cotto. I mean, I think Mauricio Herrera versus Cotto is a good fight too. That's a really fun fight. Probably more fun than Brandon Rios. I love Brandon Rios. I'm a huge Brandon Rios fan, but his last few fights, he hasn't been that active Rios that we like. Mauricio Herrera has proven that he still has some in the tank. Whether or not he's becoming up short, those are against real young, tough guys. Cotto isn't super active in terms of inside the ring and his throat punch count the way how it used to be. So I think Cotto Herrera is viable too. And I'd love to see Rios Herrera.
Now, what was that undercard we were just speaking about recently? That Kovalev Ward on Cotto on the undercard?
That's just me like throwing it out there as like a hope.
Wishing on the star.
The likelihood that actually happens is very small.
No matter where you are.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yo, actually, I'm going to take this time to do a cheap plug. Me and Enrique, we're dropping a new podcast on Patreon. It's going to be dope. It's already done.
Moment, though.
What happened?
Untitled at the moment.
It is untitled. What are we going to call it? I don't know.
That should just be the name of the podcast, Untitled.
I got to turn up my headphones.
What's the type of podcast? You guys doing like a lifestyle podcast?
It could be anything. That's why it's Untitled. It's genius. I love it, guys.
Culture, baby. Pop culture.
And I wasn't on? That's cool. That's cool, man.
Yo, I didn't get the invite neither. Whatever. We Cali dreaming out here. We're gonna do our own podcast. It's called Cali Styles. It's called Cali Styles.
Motherfuckers think they're better than us. You know, I see how it is.
Culture. Homie,
I see how it is.
The epicenter of pop culture is in Hollywood and California. Now, get your life right, fans.
Check Matt out trying to come together with California all of a sudden before the June fight.
Ooh. Look. NorCal versus SoCal is always going to be there. But when it's East Coast versus West Coast, we unite all the time against you East Coast motherfuckers. Who's stepping in the ring and who isn't?
We don't believe you. You need more people.
Who signed the contract?
Oh,
and who
man,
hasn't signed the contract?
they said that in the comments. Oh, man. Who was it? Did JD tell that to Info Joe? That was hilarious.
What? What'd he say?
Because Info Joe was like, we got the kryptonite to take on Superman. And then I think it was JD who wrote, like, we don't believe you. You need more people.
JD, yeah.
Yeah, listen, I'm just saying, I'm going out. Listen, I'm going to open up the betting lines too, but we're going to cap it at $2,000. So, you only like your highest bet is like $5. So you can put 5 on Steven, put your 5 on Matt and get 4-1 if he wins.
It's $20.
Matt,
4-1 odds?
Matt, why you didn't cue the fucking soundbite? That's not fair, yo. You got to be fair.
What?
Or you could put 5 on Matt and get 4-1 odds.
That's much better. Put that money on me. I'm just saying.
Yeah, put the money. He's just saying.
I'm going to win a clear 30-27 decision. That's all.
Yo, Monster Piece is next. We got to bring her on. I'm going to bring her on.
Go to Monster Piece because then we got to come back to Santiago.
Monster.
Still willing to get involved.
All right, nobody cut her off during her intro.
Maybe.
No one cut her off. No one.
Gossip. Niggas, just stop it. Everybody knows I'm a motherfucking monster. What's up, guys?
Cut it.
No.
That's cold. Don't do monster like that.
That was brutal. Oh my god.
Nah, we fucking with you. You know you my sister.
Let's find out.
I love it. Nice to see all my boys getting along tonight. It's a great show so far. I love it. Great interview. You're a great guy. I'm so happy to have him on. I'm looking forward to getting more interviews for all of you guys listening in tonight. I had a great time last night, Ness. I don't know if you saw my Instagram, but I got a chance to meet Zab Judah and Hector Camacho Jr. It was a good night. I
saw that. When was that? Where was that?
Yeah, that was at the. Well, as you guys already know, I work in advertisement, so I'm in the media world all the time, and I got invited to TV Azteca TV up front, and the box Azteca Boxing was there too as well.
So you don't got to get into it. You can just say you know people. Say you know people. You know people.
Something like that. Some is fun. Hopefully, I'm getting some of them listening in tonight. So you never know. You never know who's listening.
I would hope so. TV Azteca needed an official podcast that's bilingual. Porque podemos hablar español aquí bien fácil.
Only like 2 people on the panel can speak English.
Enrique could go from Enrique Church to Enrique Iglesia, right, Enrique?
Bien rápido, así. Así lo podemos hacer.
That's really funny.
Igualmente.
¡Con la mano arriba!
That is really funny. Anyways, I had a good time. It was a good night of networking, and hopefully we have big things coming up for you guys as well in terms of guests. So I'm looking forward to that. In terms of the fight,
when are we getting Chris Eubank? I want the listeners of the show to put the pressure on Monster Piece. I gave her info for Chris Eubank. I gave her info for like Virgil Hunter. I gave her info for Andre Berto.
Yeah, what's up with Christy Martin, man?
Who?
We have had Virgil Hunter before.
Yo, long time ago. Yo, Kovalev War 2 is signed. We need. Yo, listen.
We need them back. So
we need Sam Eggington. Look, we need Sam Eggington. We need Sam Eggington because Sam Eggington has got that beef brewing with Kell Brook. He can give us his take on how well Kell Brook will do versus Earl Spence. You know, we need Virgil Hunter because he's got that Andre Ward Kovalev rematch cooking. You know, we need Daniel Jacobs because he needs to walk his victory dance down this way. We need Andre Rozier back on here so he could do his victory dance. You know what I'm saying? We got plenty of guests we can get.
Absolutely. We do, and I'm working really hard on those guys. So if I'm a little slow, it's because I also have a day job. So cut me some slack, please. No, but Ness, really quickly, I just want to, because I never get a chance to call for these spontaneous shows. And I know you had one on the fact that we are going to have a Ward versus Kovalev fight. And a lot of people were calling in, you know, not as optimistic or maybe as optimistic, but I'm actually happy that the fight is happening. I personally am going to give my pick early. I'm picking Ward again to win this fight. I didn't like the way he won. I didn't like the way he won last year, and I really. I didn't like the way he won. Okay, I was a little disappointed at his performance, but he did edge it off. And even though I felt like Kovalev won, I'm thinking that the second time around, based on what he was able to do in that first fight, and now that he knows Kovalev's power, because let's face it, he did get knocked down, and now that he knows how Kovalev fights, I think it's just going to be another win for Ward. And hopefully, I'm hoping it will be unanimous this time. And there's no like close fight. So fuck that. I don't want no close fight. I'm looking forward to the TVV appreciation night for World Kovalev 2. It's part 2, y'all.
Yo, you know, Monster Beast, you know, people don't want an appreciation night for that one, unfortunately. But
I don't blame them. It's too much. And it's going to be in Las Vegas again? Oh, hell no.
I know.
Fuck
it's Las Vegas.
That should have been gone.
Listen, Monster, pedazo de monster, nos vemos.
Good night.
Gracias. TV Azteca, thank you for inviting the lovely Monster Piece out and showing her a good time, making sure that Hector Macho Camacho was checking her out and getting my man Mick Gomez all upset. We're going to get on to some other callers here. We're going to go to Marcus in D.C. Marcus, what's going on?
What's good with y'all, man? What's the deal, man? What's good, Boxing Voice family, man?
What up?
Man, y'all know what it is. Easy pickings this week, man. Lomachenko stopped posting like 809. Lomachenko, he doesn't come out, even though he's more talented than people. He wins the war of attrition as far as the art of war, Sun Tzu. And then later, once he capitalizes on all your mistakes and you don't know which way it's coming, then he usually bangs you out. So Lomachenko late stop, Gary Russell, I'm sure gonna be in the building, checking him out, man, seeing if he's gonna move up to 130 and go get that work. I think at the 130 belt, Lomachenko against Berchelt, because of his heritage, will make him a bigger star because of who Berchelt beat and the fact that if somebody can impose a pressure style like Salido did to find out if he has learned from his second fight, it's Berchelt, you know. So I would like to see Lomachenko and Berchelt, should he come out victorious against Sosa. As far as Rike talking about from the Canada area, I guess that's why it was the murder capital, because they had pistols in no hands. So Sosa going to suffer that consequence. So he going down. The rest of them Ukrainian dudes, man, I mean, I don't know. Some of them look like hype jobs. Oleksandr was against Thunu. He was moving around a lot, but the other dude with the G, who switched trainers and went to Anatoly, I mean, we'll see. He only one fight in, so we'll see if he look any better. But other than that, man, you know, nondescript opponents. Fuck Jeff Horn. Pacquiao fight. Ain't nothing Pacquiao, my man, but you know what it is, man. And who else are the mother going? Fuck Terry Flanagan. He can't beat nobody either. So no matter who wins, it doesn't matter. So
wait a minute. So you saying you going with Petrov too?
Yeah, well, this is what I'm gonna say about Petrov. The fight before, who the fuck Petrov fought to do and beat the wood off of him, man. So Petrov looked a little bit rejuvenated. Who was that he knocked out like the 5th round, man, not too long ago? So Petrov looked good, man. I gotta see, because I already know he's gonna bring that wood. So if Flanagan can deal with him, obviously Flanagan gonna win. But I mean, what I'm saying when I say that is whether Petrov or Flanagan win, all of them is dog meat to the real deal people that's in that division, so it don't really matter.
Which is who? Which is who?
The eighth dude
Mikey
versus
Garcia, Linares, Robert Easter Jr.
that fight that he can't beat Linares, he can't beat Mikey. I don't even know if they can beat Zaleski.
And the guy you talking
know
about, he beat the brakes off was Michael Perez. He's from my hometown of Newark. He was from BT, Bastard Terrace Projects. You know what's funny is that I'll be honest, he did do
Perez
better.
was the favorite in that fight too, though.
I doubt he was the favorite.
Perez was the favorite.
I doubt he was the favorite.
Well, there must have been the fight before that because Petrov fought a dude that he really was coming in to lose against, and he beat the wood off the dude, stopped him in like 5 rounds. So
maybe Fernando Carcamos. Maybe Fernando Carcamos. Listen, we got one boomerang spot available because Pittsburgh Bruce decided he wanted to get a ringer and cut the line instead of come back on twice. So anybody interested in a boomerang and you thought there were none available, it's one back available. And I just want to remind all our glove memorabilia tier listeners, well, or Patreons, that comes with a free ringer as well. So my boy Walter, KVT, you know, Neil, I don't know. So there's a couple of you guys. You guys have ringers, man. So if you know, you have your ringer status, contact us. You know who doesn't need ringer status around here? TBV. This guy's gonna get a Trainer of the Year award, I believe. Santiago.
First person to get Trainer of the Year when all of his fighters lose.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest, Santiago. Only way you get Trainer of the Year is if somehow you come up with the plan that gets Matt to go from underdog and get the win over Steven. That's really the only way.
Obviously, that's what we're going to work on, but don't forget to write in the description info Joe too, because he's also putting in the work with Matt.
Santiago, you picked against me, man. I'm gonna beat you up when we train next, okay, motherfucker? Picking against me.
What do you mean? Don't be doing a trainer like that. He's trying to help you.
What, by picking against me? You don't do that on public air. Come on.
Trainers will admit when their fighters are fighting uphill.
No. Freddie Roach has never done that. Freddie Roach has never picked against any of his fighters. Virgil Hunter has never picked against any of his fighters. You can never find a trainer that picks against his fighters.
I said admit that they're fighting an uphill battle. I didn't say pick against.
Santiago picked against me.
I think he just wanted to admit that it was an uphill battle, bro.
Santiago. Tell him you just wanted to bring the dog out of him like you just did. Right now, he's fired up. He's ready. He's ready. Let's go, Matt.
Let's go spar right now. Let's do it.
Hey, Matt, if everything goes the way it's going to go on Saturday, not only we're going to stream 2 events, but we're going to get in a spar while we're at it too.
Make your pick, Santiago.
Anyways, so, yes, let me get through my picks. So, obviously, I'm going to go with Vasyl Lomachenko to stop Sosa between rounds 5 and 8. I'm picking both Oleksandrs to win their fights, but the Oleksandr going up against Yunieski Gonzalez, to me, that's actually a 50-50 fight in my opinion, and I wouldn't be surprised if Yunieski does manage to score the upset win against them. And as for the Petr Petrov and Terry Flanagan fight, I'm going to side with you guys and pick Petr Petrov. Doesn't seem like that hard of a pick this Saturday.
Yo, could you imagine if we all get it right? I mean, everybody against MD over here. But if we lose, he's going to fucking rub it into each and every one of us.
Obviously. Why wouldn't he too?
But,
as always, I ain't got much. Go ahead.
I was just about to ask you if you had anything else.
No, I don't have much to say, but obviously, as always, if you guys have any questions you want to ask me, feel free to ask.
Definitely
Otherwise,
have a
that's my call.
question.
Matt, I hope to see.
Definitely have a question. You are a Patreon, and we always appreciate those, obviously. But you seen the footage that dropped today of Superman Steven Calderon. What do you think?
Of course.
Those uppercuts. I mean,
No,
besides
of
those
course.
uppercuts looking as powerful as they were, I'm just fucking being honest. They were very fast. They were very fast. I mean, they were cut west on a speed bag fast.
They were solid too. No, I saw the footage, of course. And obviously, this is just the first week of 7. And so there is a reason why my initial picks are what they are. But Matt, brother, obviously I'm in your corner. Joe's in your corner. We have what we have to work on so that you can come away with the win on June.
Stabbing me in the back, Santiago. I'm hurt.
Santiago, I need to know, as a trainer, from a trainer standpoint, looking at all the footage, week 1, who's the most improved fighter?
The most improved fighter week 1? Well, obviously Steven's already set. He's set, so I can't really pick him. That's just kind of too easy a pick right off the bat. But if I had to pick who's the most improved fighter of everyone that submitted any footage, honestly, there is a little level of bias too, but I would have to say Matt. He stayed disciplined during the spars that we've had between me and Ferngully. You know, he hasn't been dicking around. He's taking the work seriously. And there's a reason why I think that when it's all said and done, come June, Matt's going to come away with the W.
All right, Santiago, we want to thank you, obviously, for tuning in, but I'm going to go ahead and place you on hold and tell the world that you might be lying. I have it on good notice, Steven, because I'm keeping tabs on all camps, and sources close to the camp say that Matt hasn't had any form of exercise in the last 4 days. We're going to go out to Larry in the Bay Area.
Hey, big up to the Boxing Voice. Y'all forgot about me, but I still love you. Appreciate you coming back to me. Hey, fired up about another Lomachenko fight weekend. It's great to see the real 2016 Fighter of the Year, as broken down and discussed on this very show, back in action for the first time in 2017. And I do expect another dominant performance. Jason Sosa is a good fighter, a tough fighter, but simply outclassed, simply does not bring enough of anything to pose the kind of problems that's going to give Lomachenko problems. So Lomachenko wide. If he doesn't knock him out, I'm not shocked, but we'll see. Wide, if not by knockout. It will be a Ukrainian sweep. Usyk and the other NG man, can't really pronounce his name, they'll win their fights also. Quick question though, Ness, you made a big deal, and other people did too, about Michael Hunter taking this fight so soon, so early in his career, when he was just an Olympian in 2012. But Usyk's only 11 fights into his career, and he was
yes, but there's a different perception about him, Larry. Come on, obviously Usyk, guys like Usyk, Rigondeaux, Lomachenko, these guys came with heavily touted amateur careers. Michael Hunter is not that. Michael Hunter is just simply an Olympian. No one ever said, "Oh, he's the goods," even though I did hear rumors that he's the goods.
And plus, Usyk has better wins. Come on.
Yeah, well, I mean, one is fast tracking, the other is not. I mean, it's simple. We didn't fast track Marcus Brown. We didn't fast track. Rashid Warren did fast track, though, right? He went for a title shot already. He was a champion already. Like, certain Olympians are better than others. Just because you made it doesn't mean you made it.
So you're saying Usyk is significantly better than Homeboy, and he shouldn't be in the ring with him at this time?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because I even said, why are they cashing Hunter out? I don't think Hunter should be in there, but maybe they're going to prove us, because that was the perception of the last guy Hunter was in there with, like, oh, he's not supposed to be in there. And it was like, oh, yeah, we did it. See, they think we planned. They've been holding us back. We ready. So like, oh, all right, y'all ready? Let me see. But here they are with Usyk. I guess they were ready.
I got you. And it's kind of like that across the board. It's a night of levels, and the Ukrainians are on one level and the competition is on another. And that's why I call for that clean sweep. Last but not least, my man, Donald from Richmond, my Bay Area brother. Drink some tea and calm down a bit. I'm not sure how you fix your lips to pick Sosa to win that fight, but you still got a day and a half. Text or call or Twitter your pick back in. Otherwise, we'll serve the crow hot and crispy on Sunday. And I'm out.
Damn, perfect timing. That's impeccable.
He uses a stopwatch. He's a cheater, pumpkin eater.
No way. That's just being professional. Hey, so we have Jose, Canadian Jose's friend on the line right now. He's a one-time ringer status. For any of you who have not heard or maybe heard us mention it, if you go on the Patreon and enter the raffle, I believe, what is it? That's $50 to enter the raffle, and you
gets you an opportunity to come to Orlando, meet Erickson a little bit, and hang out with TBV. Watch Steven massacre Matthew, the hipster hunter, live before your eyes. Be in the corner of Matt and probably give him CPR as we try to bring him back to life after Steven runs through him. Or you can be in the corner of Mario Munguia and be there alone, as he's known not to show up.
He gets a beatbox while Mario raps throughout the fight.
You know, maybe you'll be in Mario Munguia's corner and all that will be there is a boombox, because who knows is he going to show. But you can be in Enrique's corner and come out, you know, singing to some Enrique Iglesias. I don't know, but you could always be the A-side corner with Boxing MD.
All right, Nessa, you got that first-time intro queued up? Because I'm bringing them on. 403, calling from Canada. You're live. Who is this?
This is the Canadian Killer.
Whoa, you sound just like Jose. Let me find out Jose just like some gum or something.
Got 3 calls in.
Okay, he is my brother-in-law. I'm Zach. I'm his brother-in-law.
Yo, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you even more for answering the raffle. Really hope you get it so this way you go out there and, you know, get to back your brother-in-law. So you are a first-time caller. So Ness, you want to hit that first-time intro?
All right, Zach, let's get this first-time caller intro. So as soon as you hear that, you go ahead and introduce yourself. Let us know where you're calling from, and then proceed with the call.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut,
the Canadian Killer from Calgary.
I like it. I like it. So what's on your mind, brother?
All right, 2 things. First of all, I don't know who this MD guy is, but I mean, I saw his video of him running on the beach like a fairy. But my brother-in-law, Jose, he is going to destroy you in Florida.
But why? But wait.
Like a fairy, though.
Being your brother-in-law and you obviously having to root for him, why should the public believe that Canadian Jose actually has a chance?
This guy is like Mike. This guy is like Mike Tyson, man. I went with him to Bolivia. He destroyed the freaking coat rack. He doesn't mess around. This guy he's local. He's crazy, man. Like I would never even think about stepping in a ring with him.
Hold on, did you say he went to Bolivia and messed up a coat rack?
A coat rack?
Yeah, a coat rack. Like this guy's freaking crazy.
But what do you mean a coat rack? Like the rack that you actually hang cokes on?
Like he fucked one up.
Yeah,
is he?
Like, and this is no BS. This is 100%. So if I don't know, MD, you gotta be shaking in your little panty boots right now.
But aren't you worried that he's 10 years younger than Jose?
Yeah, the age is to me like a really huge factor. I love Jose and I've seen him train, and Jose is doing good mixing up his combinations up to the body and down to the head. I didn't see Matt throw any body punches to MD, so maybe that'll help. But I think the age is the if factor.
All I gotta say, he's gonna be like Bernard Hopkins in there. He's gonna execute this guy. This guy is done.
Dude, if Jose wins, that's the Canadian. That's the executioner.
I
he
know
gets
exactly
that nickname.
what's going on. I know exactly. Exact. When's your birthday?
June 20th.
I knew
89.
it. I knew it. He's trying to butter up Jose to get a great gift on his birthday.
Oh, come on. I'm sure it ain't like that. They're Canadian. They give great gifts to each other anyways. They'll give great gifts to each other just because it's Friday. They're Canadian, bro.
I don't care. I would love to be there, but regardless, where I am, it doesn't matter. This guy is going to mop the floor with MD. He's going to make him his little bitch.
Yeah, but unlike a coat rack, MD punches back. And it's like a person. So
I'll tell you this: a coat rack has a lot of arms. If you're avoiding all the arms from the coat rack,
if you said Jose like fought a moose and won, like that would be something that matters, right? Like fought like a bear.
Has Jose ever walked up to a moose, punched it, and like it just?
Video? Did you not see the video?
Yo, but it's a coat rack.
Video of him running around on it.
It's a coat rack in Bolivia. Remember? It's
so those Bolivian coat racks are fucking crazy.
Dangerous in Bolivia, yo.
Guys, crazy. That's all I gotta say. He's gonna execute Bernard Hopkins. Like I'm not saying this will probably go like 2 rounds.
Zach, but Zach, I gotta ask you. I
got knocked out of the ring.
Hey Zach, I thought that MD in the beach was actually. He seemed to be free. He seemed to be at one and at peace with himself. MD was on that beach.
Okay, dude. You know what? I saw Jose running around the mountains up in Canada with snow. Like we're not no like tourists on a freaking beach surfing, smoking weed. Like we're Canadian. We're gonna freaking destroy you.
You're in the snow smoking weed. Yeah.
Listen, Zach. I hope that you win, man, because you know Jose deserves a good corner, man. Someone that's gonna rally him up like the way that you are. You got me fired up. You got me believing it. All right. Well, listen, man.
I'm excited for this fight.
So am I. I just hope that Jose starts to put a little more oomph in his punches. You know, he lacks that killer instinct. You know what I mean?
Killer instinct? Dude, this guy was born with killer instinct.
You're doing a hell of a job souping this one up, brother. You're doing a hell of a job painting him like a great fighter. Listen, Zach, we want to thank you for calling in. Jose, we wish you the best of luck. We're going to get down through all these callers.
Very quickly. Nobody is born with killer instinct and rocks a man purse like Jose does. Just saying.
Does Jose rock a man purse?
Every time I've seen him, he always has a purse on him. I'm just saying, man.
Christian Fernandez is going with Jose. And he put 2 shirts on it, 2 TBV shirts. Damn it. I know Christian. Me and Christian lit it up in Vegas. Yo, shout out to Christian. Let's get to in Jersey. What up?
Yo, what up, fellas?
What up?
Yo, I thought about Lomachenko when we talk about Garcia, whether it's a little bit of jealousy. It might be because they're with the promotional issues. But I think one thing people forget about Lomachenko is that people are so impressed on how his amateur background translated into his professional skill set, plus the fact that regardless of what people think of the contenders, which some of them are rated pretty highly. He was able to get a belt so early in his professional career. I know people put a lot of weight on the fact that it was over like 390, amateur fights, but it's not amateur background. No matter how deep it is, doesn't translate into exciting and professionally and technically sound boxing. So I think that, to me, that's the draw to Lomachenko. That being said, he's going to wash Jason Sosa. No disrespect. I love Jersey through and through, but Sosa's going to get washed. I think it's going to be, some sort of stoppage. It's not going to make it to the cards. Either referee's going to stop it or he's going to quit on the stool. Who the fuck is that guy? That's all I'm going to say. We already know who I'm talking about. And, I'm glad that the Ward Kovalev reunification is popping. Good show tonight, fellas. I like that Herrera interview. I'd like to see him in the ring with Broner. Or even Thurman. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Herrera Broner,
Not Herrera Thurman.
You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
Yo, do you not like Herrera? Do you hate him or something?
Yeah, but versus Thurman, I know he's trying to kill him. The guy's 36 years old, bro.
Yo, let him get a nice fight on his way out. Whatever happens, happens, One time they knocked nobody out in a little while, so maybe, he won't knock him out, but he's just going to outbox him. So, yeah, I like to see that happen, though.
That's true, and Herrera, he can make I believe he can make anyone look bad.
And that's the draw. Herrera made Danny look bad. Didn't he fought Bradley? That fight was, Bradley won, but it was like, so, it'll be a good fight. That's my call. I ain't gonna hold the line up, fellas, man. Appreciate it.
All right, I'm in.
Herrera fought Brandon? Oh, I gotta go back and double check that. We do have a ringer on right now.
Oh yeah, who's that?
Arguably, no, not even arguably. It's unquestionable the best name.
Oh yeah, I already know who
One
it
of the
is.
most throwback boxing names of all time.
Dude, it's sick. I'm gonna name my kid this.
Like,
Oh, are you
Ned
really?
doesn't even know this guy. That's how old
Let's not
school
make
it is.
him wait anymore. Dempsey, talk to us. You picked the right name, my friend. You're getting a lot of
What
love
up?
on TBV here.
Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Long story short, regarding that, I used to box amateurs for a little while, a long time ago, and when I first got into it, my original trainer, that was the nickname he gave me because he said I reminded him of Jack Dempsey, and honestly, like I couldn't feel more honored than being thought of after a legend like him. So it really is. I cherish it. I really do. And thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. But that's the story behind that. And on to the picks. Yeah. You got Lomachenko versus Sosa. I got to go with Lomachenko. I can see him winning a decision, but I can also see him winning by stoppage as well too. Maybe within 10 rounds. But it's kind of hard to determine which direction it's going to go because Walters was not able to knock him out, and Walters is known for being a big puncher. And speaking on that, we all know what Lomachenko did to Walters. That was an awesome performance. And then of course you got these cruiserweight, this Ukrainian guy. I saw him fight at the undercard of Bernard Hopkins and Joe Smith, and I'm not too big on the guy, but of course I'll keep up with him. It's just it's boxing. I'm a fan of boxing, and I think his chances against Michael Hunter, he'll probably win, probably by late stoppage. I'm guessing, So I don't know too much about Hunter and his pro career. I just saw like one of his fights. I can't remember who the guy was, but just from what I saw, I have to go with Usyk. I think he's going to beat him. And then in regards to the Border Wars, man, I am loving this. I'm loving the hype. I can't wait to see it, man. MD Jose, I'm loving the hype. Matt, Steven, I'm loving the hype. Yo, this is anybody listening right now. This is one of the reasons why to be a Patreon member. Like it's stuff, little things like this outside of the show that go on, and you feel you're a part of it. It's a real amazing thing. It really is, and I wish everybody the best of luck when it comes to their fights. Definitely, In regards to the picks on those, I'll just go ahead and have some fun with it. Why not? Steven and Matt, to be honest, man, I gotta say that I think Steven's got the edge in terms of his technique, but I can see how Matt could probably give him some problems with his moving around and things like that. And regarding MD and Jose, I gotta go with MD. Something tells me that he just may be the stronger guy. But I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a great time, and I wish you all the best of luck. And that's my call.
Dempsey, wait a minute. Did you not pick the Mario versus Enrique? Because I don't know. What do you think, that card's going to fall apart?
Oh, shit, you're right.
No build up from Mario? Wait a minute, but there is no build up from Mario. I don't know. I think we should find Mario as a promoter. Hey, Dempsey, let me ask you. You're basically the viewing, paying public. As a promoter, do you think I should fine Mario for not living up to his promotional contract? He hasn't submitted any footage yet. I don't know. How could you make a pick on a guy that you don't even know what he looks like?
In all honesty, man, I'm really shocked by that, and if you're trying to hype yourself up and if you really want people to get behind your back and think that you actually have a chance of winning, you got to put something up, man. You really do. Whether it's hitting a heavy bag or doing some mitt work or doing some sparring, you got to put up something. In regards to that, I'm probably favoring Enrique right now just because he's, putting in the work in terms of what I'm seeing. I don't know if Mario is putting in the work. If he is putting in the work as he says he is, then good. But let's see it. But based on that, I'm have to go with Enrique.
I hear you, Dempsey. You know what? Thanks for calling in, brother. I'm going to tell you this, though. Enrique is not only still training, even though Mario's MIA, he's been juicing the last 2 days. Guy's detoxing. He's trying to be like you, Steven. He wants to come in light. He said he wants to move the way the Superman moves.
Yo, you said juicing. I'm a clean fighter. Why you say juicing? What's going on, man?
There's no VADA testing for this, Steven. Don't lie. We've seen the pills. We've seen the jars full of pills. You know what you're taking.
All natural. They're all natural, man.
Yeah. Steroids all natural. Yeah.
Yo, it is true, Steven. We did see the pills, but no, not that type of juicing. He's juicing like all natural vegetable juices is what he's taking. That's what he's doing, bro. Let's get out to Marty Sway in Skype.
Yeah, I got all natural juices in pill form. What the hell?
Mm-hmm. Marty Sway.
Yeah, from the Bay Area, Ness. I'm from the Bay.
All right. Well, I seen in the chat you said it is TBV with coffee in the morning. I'm like, well, he's in another country then.
Nah. In the Bay, that's why I got Steven. That's why I'm picking Steven. I got Casual and I got MD.
That's right.
I'm liking the page. I'm liking how Steven is looking on Patreon. Pause.
Yeah, he's definitely. Yo, look, Matt, you laughing, and I don't know what. I don't know what info Joe and Santiago are telling you over there, but yo, this is what we do for.
Yeah, but Matt's my boy though. Matt's cool. You know, he's the hipster. He's cool, but yeah.
But Cool ain't gonna save him. Cool ain't gonna save him in the ring. He can't be laughing. He got to be coming up with game plan.
I got a game plan.
If anything, Ness, you should be getting on Mario, man. What the fuck is that? Like, I mean, like the previous caller was saying, like, you should find him or something, man. Because how is he the only one not showing any footage? You know, he already did this last time when he fucking left the show. So yeah, I think you should get Casual or another opponent, man, because that's disrespectful to Casual. He's putting in that work, and then Mario's not showing up.
I don't know. Listen, Mario had a talk with his promoter out in Canada, and he said everything is on the up and up. He's just playing mind games with Enrique. He said he was out partying with his mom's birthday on Sunday. So he's been out with his mom, but he said is all systems go. He did put out footage, but it's of like him doing deadlifts and shit. So I think he's just dead meat.
It's 7 weeks out, man. There's a lot of time for him to put stuff up. I wouldn't count him out just yet. I mean, we're really far out. Let's pump the brakes on finding him.
Posting anything for a long time.
I don't know. Wait a minute. First week is down. I think we need to find the guy, even if it's 100 push-ups straight. All that weight he's lifting, let's see him do some fucking push-ups.
Hey, can I make my picks real quick?
Of course.
Yeah, man. I got Lomachenko. I got Josecito Lopez. Y'all didn't talk about the PBC on Sunday, man. What's up with that? There's PBC on Sunday.
Yeah, Josecito Lopez back versus somebody named Corral.
I got Josecito Lopez. I'm going with the hipster pick.
Yo, you know what's the rumor on that, Marty Sway? That after if Lopez could win, he's supposed to be the Janny Garcia tune-up, is what I heard.
Hey, that's a good tune-up.
Yeah, but that's not. He's not ready. He's not ready for that, bro.
Fuck that. Josecito Lopez versus Mauricio Herrera. I'm down for that.
That's probably what he needs at this point.
Hey, Josecito Lopez broke Victor Ortiz's jaw, man. Everybody's sleeping on that.
True.
And he was beating Berto. Fuck what anyone says. He was beating Berto.
He's with Robert Garcia now. He's with Robert Garcia and Oxnard. So, I mean, you never know.
That is true. This is like his third camp with Robert, too. They want to bring him back slow. Listen, Marty Sway. No vemos. See you later, alligator. Who do we got to go to over here? We got a bunch of callers out here. Let's see. Okay. I see what we got.
Mr. Yes, sir.
Did we go to Amin?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
We went
to I got his pick. Yes, sir. Mr. Yes, sir. What up?
How you doing? I'm gonna start with the Usyk fight. I don't know much about Hunter, but the last two Usyk fights, it seemed like he kind of like runs out of gas, and he thinks in his mind he delivers shit better than he actually does. And the Provnov and the Flanagan fight, I'm going with just basically on Ness's and Matt breakdown. So I go to kind of a blind man Brad pick. It sounds like it's a boxer versus a pusher. I think Flanagan needs this to be his moment, so I'm going to think he's going to jab on the move and survive the pressure. I'm going with Flanagan. and the Horn Pacquiao. This is kind of a win for the boxing fans because one, we don't give a fuck about Horn, and if he could somehow make this a little bit interesting, it's gonna prove that what the fuck are you doing, Pacquiao? What the fuck are you guys doing over there? So it's a win-win, I think, for the boxing fans for that side to actually kind of step up. They're gonna look like shit on top rank, and I think Sosa is gonna be easy work for Lomachenko. For some reason, if you look at Lomachenko, his eyes and his father's eyes, they actually like beating the shit out of their opponents. They get a kick out of it. And I think that they slowly going to make Sosa's muscle body move around the ring, reach for punches, and then they're just going to slowly beat the shit out of him. They, as a corner, as a father, son, they get a kick out of stoppages. They don't go for knockouts. They like beating the shit out you. And I like that. I like watching that. So I think it's going to be like a 8-9 round. I think just beat down. That's my call for the picks. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Yes, sir. Actually, Mr. Yes, sir, did you see the footage of Steven? The new footage?
I did. I have seen it. I've seen all that stuff. Yes.
The uppercuts?
I've seen it. I'm watching now. Yeah. I am Patreon. I don't call much, but I support the shit. I do see it. If I could be a fair fan and do a fair critic of everyone, Matt, you are losing on the power department. Steven is looking like Edna Cherry over here with some good power, but we do know how Omar Douglas lost that fight, so maybe that'll help you out.
Wait, but most people. Wait a minute. Yeah. But most people think that Omar Douglas was robbed.
No. See, what I think is on fights, Omar Douglas was moving, and he was looking good, and he was winning. But when he tried his other gear of actually hanging with Cherry, you saw Cherry was winning that. And that showed that he needed to switch. Cherry the whole way was going his way and winning his way. Omar Douglas, he needed to go one way because when he tried to bang, he was losing. I know that sounds weird, but and even the father that his corner was screaming so loud, oh, stop, go back to boxing. I think how fans kind of sway the crowd. If your own corner is saying like you can't do that, you need to do this, that might sway the judge. Who knows?
Well, all right. I know he's listening, man. He wanted us to go back and score. We might have to just do that. We're gonna go out to another guy that's gonna roll the dice. He's gonna try and be there on fight night. Border wars. He wants to be in the corner of a specific person. Who could it be? You'll have to wait and see.
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the Know, presented by my brother.
What's up, my boxing brothers, the Boxing Voice. How's that y'all doing tonight? Good show, man. Good show. Good fun show tonight. Yo, hey, Ness, I wanted to ask you a question. Is it possible, can we get Steve Willis, the ref on here, and a judge on the show and post the questions on Patreon for us so we can get why we getting these decisions like this with the judges, and so we can drill a good ref and ask him some questions about some things so we all can be on the same page when we're looking at a fight or what we're not looking at that the judges are looking at. Is that possible?
Sure. Let's get maybe Steve Willis on, maybe Joe Cortez, maybe Schmolga. I don't know. Pick your poison. Ness makes it happen.
Okay. All right, cool, man. Therefore we can all be on the same page. We can ask some real heavy questions for a judge and a ref, and so we can all kind of be on the same page when we're looking at a fight and when we're judging it, And shout out to Marcus, man. You still one of my favorite callers, brother. Marcus from DC, man. You break this shit down all the time. People put me down for Lomachenko and Petrov. Now I want to talk border wars. I'm getting my early picks in too. Put me down for the Puerto Rican Prince, the Beast from the East, Enrique Church, aka Casual Fan. He got Mario's number. Trust me. Just tell him to pick up his speed a little bit, man. Shadow box with some 5-pound dumbbells, and he'd be all right. Now, Steven, how much you weigh, Steven?
Oh, Steven, wait, Steven.
I lost weight.
Steven. As your promoter, remember you're talking to technically the enemy. He's in the corner of Matt. Put your game face on. Know what I'm saying?
That's your game face?
Yeah, it's my game face.
and make sure you want to answer a specific thing. I mean, this guy's probing is what he's doing. He's probing, man.
Yeah.
He's trying to get in your head.
I'm on track for weight. I'm gonna come in at 165, and that's all you need to know.
So what you walking around right? Come on, big boy. Little Stevie over here thinking you're the big shot.
I'm little Stevie, then don't worry about my weight.
Debut. What you've done, huh? What have you done, boy?
Hey man,
Nothing.
No BS, man.
The whole show.
But no BS info, Joe. I've lost.
But he got.
I was gonna say I have actually lost like some pounds in the last 2 weeks just from like eating better and going to the gym like sometimes twice a day, most times just once a day.
Whoa, twice a day, Matt. Step it up, Matt. Step it up. Step it up, Matt. He's going twice a day. Step it up, Matt. Stop fucking playing. We don't want you to die.
He's also like working out to lose weight. Like that's different. Like I'm just working my boxing technique.
That's true. You need to be working out the game weight. You need to be working out
all this entire camp.
No, Matt. You need to be working out the game weight like Amir Khan did, so you don't end up like Amir Khan did.
I'm not going to gain enough weight in 7 weeks.
Amir Khan did.
Now with that attitude, you won't.
Got knocked the fuck out.
We got that.
Smaller, so you can be faster. I'm gonna be so fast against. Come on.
Hey, Info Joe, I'm gonna give you another 3 minutes because we just jacked the crap out of you.
Yo, you hear Steve? You hear Steven? You hear Matt talking about he's gonna be fast?
Oh, Steven, I just gotta. You know what, Steven, man, is one of the nicest guys you ever want to meet, man. I'm sorry, Steven, that Matt has gonna have to put this work on you like that. Matthew, the hunter, is gonna hunt you down, Steven, and he got the kryptonite for your Superman. Always, best believe it, man. You better be taking all the juicing you can. You better run all the laps, because we're gonna have Matt, the hunter, ready.
Yo, when it comes to the best, I must confess, I done ripped the S off of Superman's chest. And for those who don't believe, come June, you will see why everybody calls me Sugar Super Steve.
Ooh!
That one there.
Yo, I would have died. I would have died right now if you'd have been like, come June, everybody's gonna see while I'm gonna also kill MD. I'd have been like, oh,
nah. Hey, I ripped that Superman line from the Get Down. I gotta admit that the Get Down, it's a dope ass show. Shameless plug. By the way, they named that show after my left hook.
So
they call me Black Superman.
Oh man, stop it.
My man Steven looking like the Man of Steel is all I'm saying.
You know who Stevie reminds me of? Scuba Steve from the movie Big Daddy with Adam Sandler. That's who this motherfucker is. Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve, damn you.
Stop that shit, Matt. Tell him.
Yo, you guys better be working on a lot of cardio for Matt, man. I'm telling you.
I know, man. Cigarettes done went up, man. $8 a pack, man. So he's slowing down. Trust me. He's about to stop, actually, in this training camp. We winging him off right now. But don't worry about that. You seen him go. He's 140 pounds. You see how he still stood up to MD's punches. And he's bigger than you, Steven. That's one thing, Matt. He might be small, man, but he's like a badger. He's small, and he's tough, and he's mean. You know, you never see a lion run up on a badger, do you?
Never. Info Joe, why you gotta lie? Why you gotta say he's 140? We both know he's 126.
Info Joe, listen to me. Info Joe, you know we respect you around here. You're a man who's been to all 3 TBV Appreciation Nights. You've even been awarded an award.
Yes, sir, brother.
Is Matt working on cardio? Is he gonna last?
I've been running a couple miles every morning.
I don't believe it coming from Matt. The trainer didn't even
Not every
know.
morning. Not every morning.
The trainer didn't even know. The trainer didn't even
I don't tell Joe. Joe, I told you I run and I do push-ups, I do sit-ups, I do all that shit on my own.
Oh, it's Murder She Wrote.
And he's been going to Manny Robo's gym too.
Whatever. We don't believe you. Where's my soundbite? Jay-Z, where you at when we need you? Info Joe, you know what I would do when I ask you? Main event. Event. Is the Canadian assassin, is he looking like he could cause an upset here? Because I am going to open up the betting lines. I'm telling you, I'm thinking of capping it at 2,000. Everybody get a $5 bet. And we see, could we get some fun out of this one?
Yeah, I'm picking Jose, man. Popping all that champagne, drinking all that rosé.
Spending money like Jose.
While he laying on the ground.
Killing him. Damn.
No, but seriously, Info Joe, come on. You're allegedly a trainer here. You're in the corner of Matt. Like, tell us for real, what is it that you see? Because for all we know, you could just be mad that your guy lost to MD, so you're picking whoever he's fighting against. What does Canadian Jose have that's going to cause the upset? Because, essentially MD's the A side and the favorite. What do you see? Or are you just a guy that's picking underdogs on the whole freaking card? For next thing you know, you're going to say Mario's going to beat Enrique.
No, you know what I've seen in Jose is that I've seen more from Jose sparring that guy on Patreon than what I've seen him sparring Matt. So from that alone, he got good footwork, good enough to – MD is slow. He's a plotter. So if Jose can dance around like he did and pop shot the guy that he was training with, not to say the guy is the same as MD, but I think Jose can outbox him, man. Real talk.
What about that right hand that
From
he
the
landed?
footage that I've seen on both of them, it was clean and mean.
And MD
got that all day.
Yeah, when I said, damn, Jose landed a big ass right hand, he was like, big right hand. Do you think it was a big right hand or was it just a right hand?
It was a clean right hand. That's what it was. It wasn't a big right hand, but it was clean and mean. Right on the button.
Was it as clean and mean? Was it as clean and mean as Shane Mosley, Floyd Mayweather? Yeah.
I'm going to say that. I'm going to go on record and say that. Yeah.
Jose looking sharp.
MD, man.
Jose looking sharp.
Sharp as a heart, man.
You know what I liked about that footage, and that's why I don't.
Seen...
Let me tell you something, Info Joe. You know what I like about that footage, and I don't understand why people are underestimating Jose, is his ability to throw punches for 3 minutes and 30 seconds of that round. He fought for 3 minutes and 30. The video was 3 minutes and 30. You see, he punched every second of all that round. So I'm looking at myself like, whoa, a guy who's never done this before, all of a sudden could punch, stay that active. If he could start getting some technique, maybe a little power behind it, it could be problems because MD, like you said, is a plotter. So if punches are coming at him, he's got to stand there and block. He's not going to be able to throw. He's not Keith Thurman. He's not counter-punching while Jose's throwing, not in my opinion, unless he shows us something different, right? Because all we have to go off of is that footage with Matt, where Matt basically laid down. I mean, no, got knocked out. I mean, no, when I don't know what happened.
Did I get knocked out, Ness? You were ruthless. Knocked out. I never hit the ground.
One thing I think.
You never hit the ground because I caught you.
You did not catch me. What the fuck you talking about? I was telling you to get the fuck away because you were like, Matt, use the jab. Work your feet. And I was like, fuck that.
Yeah, if you would have stuck to my Freddie Roach game plan, you would have been the man, my friend.
I would have.
You would have been walking around here like Conor McGregor with a fucking mink on, and it wouldn't have had the tag on the inside.
It's all right, Matt. They doubting you, man, but I got your back like a backpack, bro. We're going to pull this one off. The biggest upset on TBV history is going down.
Yo, Info Joe, after that, after Orlando, I'm actually going to be coming back to LA for a couple weeks. We got to go watch some fights together, man. I'm so jealous. I see you, Matt, and Santiago, just real wolf packing it up with JP from Long Beach. It's upsetting that I'm not there. So if I win, I don't want there to be any animosity towards me. Please tell me I'm still welcome in the fight club.
Hold on, everyone. Hold on.
Steve, you go to that garage to watch a fight, you might not make it out, bro.
Stevie, I'll give you this. When I beat you on June 6th or 9th or 8th or 7th or whatever fucking date it is, because I don't care, we can train when you come down to LA, and we can do it like Rocky and Apollo Creed, man. We can have that secret fight.
I'm Rocky, you're Apollo.
Yeah, and if you don't remember, Apollo beat you in the gym session. Just saying. I'm the one that
We never seen that. We never seen that.
Hey,
we never seen
Rocky
that.
said it, man.
Rocky said it to his kid to make him feel better. We all know it.
Breaking news announcement.
I don't think I deserve to be, getting beat up like this.
That's Matt post-fight. I just received it. They said that's Matt's post-fight interview.
Dude, how long have you been sitting on that soundbite? How long have you been sitting on that soundbite waiting to use it, bro?
Yo, that was pre-recorded because he's on his way to the hospital. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm riding with Matt too, man.
Spartans, prepare for
That's
glory.
right.
Go get some, Matt. Tell him. Yo, I love that Matt has that. Yo, his fuck you sounds so much like Nate Diaz, right? And I don't even watch that shit, but they just sound like that. Listen, Info. I gotta go, Info.
Right,
Let me get
brother.
to some others, man. It's always a pleasure hollering at you. Hope to see you in Florida, man. I'm rooting for you, baby. I'm rooting for you.
All right, brother. Peace to all y'all.
All right. 503, first time caller, 503. Is it Josue from Oregon? And who's this? 503, 503, 503, 503, 503. 503, 503, 995, 503, 995. 503, 995, no Bluetooth, no speakerphone. 503, 995, no Bluetooth, no speakerphone.
Epic fail.
Hello? Hello? Something definitely wrong with your phone, sir. We definitely want to get you on. So can you do something? Maybe get towards a window, maybe take off the Bluetooth or the speaker. I don't know. 503-995.
Epic fail.
503-995. 503-995. He dropped off, guys. If he jumps back in, get him immediately so he doesn't have to wait. Hugo in Houston. What up? What up? What up? What up?
What up, Boxing Voice? I just want to kind of change the subject. I mean, have y'all heard the latest comments of Canelo about what he sees on Chavez's pictures, where he says that he's fought bigger and stronger fighters? And did I miss something? Who were the bigger and stronger fighters he's fought? I mean, Amir Khan or Matthew Hatton that he fought at the catchweight?
No. The bigger and stronger fighters.
I mean, who are the bigger, stronger fighters he's fought?
Austin Trout.
I mean, what did I miss? I mean, like
Austin Trout when he was
that was
actually
a bigger and
good.
stronger fighter.
Islandri Lara when he was actually
a bigger
good.
and stronger fighter.
I mean,
Yeah, those guys were better. Those guys were better fighters. They weren't physically bigger.
Name one guy that's a better name than either of those names on Chavez's resume that he actually beat.
I mean, no, I'm not talking about a better fight. I'm just talking about he's saying bigger. He's fought bigger and stronger. Who were they? I mean, I'm
mentally.
Who were the bigger and stronger guys?
I mean, all those guys have proven to be.
I don't know.
All those guys have proven to be mentally stronger because they can at least stay in the fight. Chavez is the one that sat out on the stool.
Was that lost in translation, Ness? Was that lost in translation? Because it seemed like he was talking physical, not necessarily mental.
Of course, he was talking physical, but I mean, Canelo's crazy to think that that it could be literally physical, right?
Because, I mean, that's what I'm like. I mean, like, who are the bigger guys, though? I mean, like, why are you saying that? Oh, that what Chavez is doing now is nothing because he's fought bigger and stronger guys. But I'm like, who are these guys? I mean, I'm trying to look at his resume, and I see a bunch of junior welterweights and welterweights. I'm like, where are these bigger, stronger guys you talking about?
I think it's just further along in their careers, accomplishments.
I mean, further along his career, he fought an Angulo that wasn't really that any good.
Yeah, but in between that,
90 seconds.
Oh, come on, you're gonna discredit Cotto too?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that he ain't the big guy. He ain't one of the big guys. If that's one of the big guys he's trying to mention.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. Canelo beat and fought the best people at 54, man. Chavez is yet to do that in any division.
Who?
Laura.
Who was the best at 54 that he fought?
Laura, Trout.
And did he convince?
60 seconds.
Say again?
Did he convince you, like,
Did he convince you with that lower victory?
Yo, he got enough
Were you
people.
satisfied that? Oh yeah,
he has enough people that think he won
he
the
got
Laura
enough
fight.
judges. No, he got enough judges. I don't know about people. He got the judges, or he got the Golden Boy people to pay off the judges.
I hear you,
I mean,
brother.
I just don't see it.
Hugo, I'm loving the
it.
passion, Hugo. We want to see you back, bro. We want to see you back. Listen, we're gonna
Ward Chavez is all I'm gonna say. Ward Chavez.
Ward Chavez, yeah, right. Ward has got Sergey Kovalev problems going on. We're going to Class Inbound in Texas. Class Inbound.
10 seconds.
Sorry. Yeah, so I'm actually living in Utah now, so now you'll have to say Class Inbound living in Utah. I just moved here a couple of days ago, so.
Yo, you're all over the place.
Well, Class Inbound, you're in the service, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm having to wait again to leave because my medical records ended up getting voided out because it didn't match some of the stuff I had requested at MEPS. So now I'm having to redo the process again, and it sucks, but I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, at least you get to call into the show now while you wait.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, let's talk a bit. So yeah, I'm picking Lomachenko. That's a pretty easy no-brainer. Sosa will probably make it entertaining, but Loma will win. As far as that guy was talking Canelo Chavez, Canelo is about to put an absolute. He's going to look really impressive against Chavez Jr. He's about to whoop Chavez's ass, and he's going to make it look easy. Easy. I'll tell that right now. He's going to make this. He's going to make easy work of Chavez Jr. Chavez Jr. is still doing fat camp. Canelo's busy working on his craft. That's not going to bode well for Chavez Jr. I guarantee it. And don't worry, when that fight happens and after everyone's shocked or starts saying that, oh, Chavez Jr. was drained, even though they're saying that Chavez Jr. is going to get Canelo when he's tired and all this crap and yada, 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 I'm just going to be laughing because I told you, he's not Triple G. Chavez Jr. has never been this guy who we've thought had high regards of. He's just beating up smaller fighters, except the guy he's fighting now is going to be way better. And, I mean, that's going to be the end of it. Chavez Jr. is going to get his ass whooped. Oh, did you hear about, actually, I don't know if you've heard about this, but there's a video. Did you hear something about Triple G suffering an injury or has anything like that come to your guys' attention?
I got, messages about it, but I haven't been able to confirm anything.
Yeah, that's why it wasn't an official
I'm hoping
topic.
I mean, wait, what? I didn't hear him.
I said because it wasn't confirmed, that was why the guys didn't make it an official topic on the show.
Ah, okay. Just making sure. Other than that, everything's cool. Is there anything else? I heard Josecito Lopez is fighting.
Yeah, he is. He's making a
Sunday. He's fighting on Sunday, PBC Sunday.
That's kind of a comeback, right? Because Josecito hasn't fought in a while.
Oh, nice.
Definitely
Yeah, and hey, I'll be able to make it out to TBV Appreciation if you hold it in Vegas, since I'm a lot closer now for a bit. So if you have one soon, expect me there. But that's all I've got for y'all.
Class Inbound, always a pleasure.
Always a class act. I like him.
Joshua in New Orleans.
Hello?
Sí, señor.
Hello?
Sí, señor.
Yeah, I don't know much about the topic. I'm just gonna go off what I heard. I called in a little late. I'm gonna get on Canelo Alvarez. I got a question for you, Ness. You kind of with Canelo Alvarez statue sold as a boxer?
Does Canelo have me sold as a boxer?
Yeah, because when the guy was making reference to Canelo saying he fought bigger and stronger guys, I don't see one guy he fought besides Chavez. Chavez is going to be the biggest fighter he fought. But you were saying that he was bringing up mental strength and talent and stuff like that. But Canelo Alvarez resume is questionable too as well.
Chavez's resume, you mean?
No, Canelo Alvarez.
His resume is questionable?
Yes, it is.
Why? Because of some because of two controversial fights, maybe?
No, no, that too. He lost to Lara. He lost to Mayweather. Mayweather was hands down. He lost. He lost to Lara fight. It was a clear day that he lost. A lot of people gave him a lot of credit for body punching, but he was getting jabbed straight up in the face the whole entire fight. Lara slowed down a little bit, but he still did enough to win the fight. He got the knockdown against Trout, like I said last call, and he struggled in that fight as well. Hasn't fought no top 154 pounder since then. The last 154 pounder he fought was Liam Spitz. He's been making these catch weights. He's a bigger man trying to fight in a small weight class that he can't fight in, and he's been hopping around from different weight classes, but he still get this recognition like he's dominating the sport of boxing. That's what I disagree with a lot of people, because Canelo Alvarez is the biggest hype in sports right now in boxing. And he got that fan base. That's the only reason why he's on that stage and he's promoted by Golden Boy.
Aunque no le gusten, yo soy el mejor en el boxeo ahora mismo. That's what he said, all right? Even though you guys don't like it, he's the best in boxing right now.
Oscar De La Hoya and Canelo are pretty much redoing the same thing Oscar De La Hoya did. Oscar De La Hoya lost all his top fights, all his big fights, and lost to everybody, just like Canelo's doing. A bigger man basically trying to oppose his will and his strength in smaller weight classes. So I am hoping for the upset when Chavez fight Canelo. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. And that's pretty much my call, man.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in. Let's see. We went to Mr. Yes, sir. We got to get to Unknown in the 805. 805. You were live with TBB. Who is this?
What up, man? This is Noel from
First time caller. First time caller. Who's this?
First time caller. I'm calling from Colorado.
Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Hey, man, I'm trying to come out to Colorado pretty soon, so we need to hook up. Listen, but we like to give our first time callers in a tradition around here. We got this first time caller intro, but before we get to that, we want to ask you, how long have you been listening, and how did you find us?
Well, I was looking through the podcast section on the iPhone, the podcast section, and the Boxing Voice came up. There's some other ones that I've already heard before. That shit wasn't popping. I heard you guys. That shit's pretty good. And I'm doing the same. I don't got a podcast, but I've been started interviewing boxers myself. Hugo Centeno Jr. Part 1, 2, and 3. Philosophy right there on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. Listen, so we're gonna get and play this first time caller intro. Let us know where you're calling from, your name, and go for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut,
Noel Mudo from Oxnard, California, calling out of Fort Collins, Colorado. You feel me?
Producers, you got it?
I believe so, Steven.
I need to hear it again, man. I need more enthusiasm. When I first came on this show, I was like, Sugar Steve Calderon.
Damn.
Yeah, bro, don't mess around.
Now we couldn't hear you, brother. Could we get it one more time?
Yeah, what's the name again, brother? I'm sorry.
Let's do it.
ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut,
Noel Mudo from Oxnard, California, calling out of Fort Collins, Colorado. You feel me?
Noel from Oxnard, calling from Colorado. We got you now. Talk to us, Noodle.
Yo, Noel's my middle name. That's what's up.
Hey, man. I've been listening to you guys for, let's say, a little bit under a month, right? I've been out here to Colorado. And, born and raised in Oxnard, California. That's straight up boxing hub, man. Boxing greatness. You know what I mean? You got a lot of boxers either training there, great boxers training there, or, we're born and raised there. You got a handful, But lately I've been hearing a lot of hate, man, on Canelo. What's up with that shit? Canelo? I mean, you know, that he's a fucking chicken, that he doesn't want to fight Triple G. Of course he wants to fight Triple G. Everyone's, you know, just talking shit on him. I don't understand, man. Yeah, the business aspect of it, he has his career in Oscar's hands. So if he has his career in Oscar's hands, then, you know, I mean, look what Oscar has done. Why wouldn't you trust him with your career? You know what I mean? He has one of the biggest boxing promotion companies in the world. You know, pioneered that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Canelo might be fucking frustrated that he hasn't gone the Triple G fight. But, you know, he's just taking the step by step and letting Oscar do what the fuck he needs to do. You know what I mean? And also, I want to ask you guys, too. You guys think Triple G is gonna attend that fight? Chavez Jr. versus Canelo? You think he'll be in the stands right there?
I'm sure he will.
Okay. Call me crazy or not. You think this is like both, you know, just out there. Let's say Canelo wins, that's my pick. Let's say, you know, he wins, Oscar just brings out, you know, WWE style, brings out the fucking contract right there. Does Tom Loeffler usually attend these fights or not?
Well, we'll have to see what happens with that. Triple G's been in some interesting rumors that we might touch on in a later show on the rumor mill because of this alleged injury. Noel from Oxnard, Bud in Denver or Colorado, I want to thank you obviously for calling in. And really quick, I want everybody, you know, in the TBV family out there that attended the TBV Appreciation Night, that got to meet Jeremy Flanagan, that watches the videos that he does when he highlights our interviews, to keep him in your prayers. Some tornadoes and minor earthquakes hitting his area, so he's held up in a hotel listening to the show, so credit to him, but things are not going so great for him that way. So, Jeremy, you're definitely in my prayers, you know it. We're going to head on out to GT Kid in Atlanta.
Hey, what's going on, this?
What's up?
Not much. I'm going to go through the fights real quick. I got Lomachenko this weekend. I don't really see how I don't see anybody beating Lomachenko down at 130 or 135. Maybe at 140 he can get some competition, but he's just too good. When he moves up to fight the bigger guys, he might have some problems then. Good to see Josesito Lopez coming back fighting. I really like Lopez. I think he went up to 54 for a couple fights, but I think he's coming back down to 147, which is going to be good. Wasn't really impressed with Usyk. I watched his last fight against I can't remember the guy's name, but I guess I'll go with Usyk. I don't know the other guy. I don't watch cruiserweights too much. Kind of a lost division, and a lot of people have been talking about Chavez Jr. I saw the photos online and everything. Does anybody know what weight he's at? Because they're not doing like a
Around 172. 172. We did a show specifically on his most recent weight update. It's around 172.
Okay, it's 172.
Yo, GT Kid, let me find out you in the gym, yo. Let me find out you in the gym. I hear the ring bell.
Nah. I mean, look, I'm stuck in the airport in San Antonio, man.
Oh.
Flights are all messed up, man. So yeah. So that's somebody's phone you hear. But yeah, he might be able to make, if he makes 64 and a half and he's not sucked down, it could be a rough night for Canelo, just based on the size and strength. Chavez has slow hands, but if he lets his hands go, I think he'll touch Canelo some, and could be interesting. So I was kind of downplaying this fight. I thought it was a circus, but if Canelo makes weight, or if Chavez can cut that weight and still be pretty healthy, it's going to be interesting. So we'll see what happens, man. That's all I got, though, fellas.
Yeah, man, I'm getting more and more interested by the day, to be honest with you. Chavez dedication. I watched the I think it was a Cormex ESPN All Spanish exclusive. I'm probably gonna do a film study or something on it. Shout out to Compa, always being a big supporter of the show, sending me the info. We're gonna head on out to Scorsese, the resident hater. Scorsese, what's going on, brother? You got your background in. Of course, Alex, come back, baby. Because Scorsese don't even know how to get his sound right. You know, he's got background noise going on and stuff like that. I don't really know what's up. Scorsese, you there or what?
You can't hear me?
We hear you now.
Okay, man. You got to call me a hater, man. I ain't hated on nobody, man. I don't like Lomachenko, though. I got a song for him. Fuck Loma Trump. Fuck Loma Trump. That's my song for him. I don't like him. And that Nicholas Walters shit, I ain't got over that yet. So, not him beating him. I just hope Jason Sosa, like, you know, that's his best opponent to me so far. Like, he better than Gary Russell, more accomplished. I don't care about all that amateur shit. Gary Russell ain't done nothing. So I hope Jason Sosa just come in there and just run down his throat. At least try to, you know. Fuck it. Don't go backwards. Don't be trying to box. You ain't got no amateur career. Go for it. I'm Team Sosa. I'm Team Jeffrey Horn. Jeffrey the Hornet Horn. Y'all can hate all y'all want. Pacquiao going down in about 7 rounds. He gonna hit him with power in both hands. What are some topics we can talk about? Usyk, no. What's his name?
All right, I got a topic for you. Did you see Steven's tape?
Who?
Steven Calderon, Superman Steve. You see him on the back?
He's on Patreon.
I'm not Patreon. I can't be Patreon.
Damn.
I can't be paid. Yeah. But I thought you was talking about Superman Stevenson. I'm about to say I know everything about that. But anyway,
no, we talking about the real man. We talking about the real Man of Steel. But I mean, I guess you wouldn't know why we call him the Man of Steel around here.
I tell you what, I'm gonna talk about the light heavyweight division. Vasyl in that fight Saturday, I think he taking the L. I think he finna get a straight out.
Who the fuck is that guy?
He's Yunieski Gonzalez finna give him the L on the opening part of that card. So I got Sosa, I got Usyk, I got Yunieski. Fuck Loma Trump. That's my intro. I'm out.
Alex in Australia coming back. What's up?
Hey boys,
two Jeff Horn fans right now.
Here we are. Look, Matt, I knew you'd say something stupid, but I always gave you my pick of Pacquiao, but now I'm riding the train with the resident hater, and I'm jumping on the Horn train, baby. I'm going to watch that fight live, cover it here for TVV. I'll tape it all for you. But, yeah, look, just wanted to come back on, tell you bums to start buying Patreon so you can get these little perks like boomerangs and support TVV and up Jeff Horn. Let's do it, boys. Jeff Horn knocks him out. Round 8. You heard it here first.
All right, Alex, thanks for calling in and taking a shot at cheap-ass Scorsese, who calls into the show every single day.
And technically, Scorsese called the KO first.
I mean, $1. $12 a month.
$12 a year, Ness.
Yeah, a year. I mean,
can't Scorsese, like, he can't go on
wait,
PayPal or something, right?
$12 a month is really just 3 coffees, one for you, one for Matt, and one for myself.
Problem is, like, those early tiers filled up real quick, and now when the spots come open, we try to announce it because
there's actually a $1 spot open. There's actually a $1 spot open for a dollar guy.
That's where
Scorsese, if you can, if it's still there, and if you can swing it, bro, I would say get on it, man. A lot of people are really enjoying what we're doing. I think you would have a lot to say about all the content that we put up on there, and I think you'd really have a good kick out of it. I love having Scorsese. Every time he calls in, he might be my favorite caller. And
I don't know, man. I mean, Scorsese said that he's banned from PayPal.
Oh shit, that sucks. How do you do that?
I have no clue. He should be embarrassed about that. And
or like impressed. Like the fact that you by PayPal, that's like a game banned by like Facebook. Like nobody, Facebook doesn't ban people.
Scorsese lives in China. I'm sure he has a girlfriend out there who can set him up to Patreon. Like, I don't know why we're giving him on-air advice. Get that shit together. If you want to see, I mean, you don't have to see Steven kill Matthew. I mean, you know, you could just hear Matthew do it as, you know, a ghost live on the show.
Hey, Matt, do you giggle like that in your sleep?
No, I don't. I
We'll
sleep
find out.
like
You fell for it. We'll find out. Yo, Info Joe and Santiago have a lot of work to do is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Steven, have you sparred once this training camp? No.
I have not, guys. I'm not BSing, dude. I've had trouble kind of finding sparring because the gym that I used to go to when I was in San Francisco, where I would get sparring, I'm no longer there. I don't live in Frisco. I live in San Jose. So I'm going to a new gym now, and nobody there really knows me or what I'm doing. So
they scared of you. You know it. You know it. Say what it is.
But I got 7 weeks. I'm sure I'll find some sparring. Hopefully, if I prove it to these young amateurs, because they got some pretty good amateurs and some guys who are in the process of turning pro right now that they're really bigging up at that gym. So I'm around a lot of like hungry people.
Yo, you could always just go to Virgil's. You know he'll welcome you there. You could take a few rounds with Andre Berto and get prepared for real, for real.
I don't know. Do you think he'd really let me do that?
You could test your speed with fucking my man and shit. Amir Chinny Chin Khan. Know what I mean? Yo.
But look, I'm ready. I mean, I'll take anyone.
Oh, so you want a piece of Stephen Khan? You better watch your mouth. I'm telling you right now.
And like I said, you know, I am going into this fight as an underdog. I am going to definitely prove how good Amir Khan is.
Well, of course you're the fucking underdog. It's Superman Steven Calderon. I mean, even Matt's the underdog. Yeah. I don't know what's going on, but listen.
Thank you.
It's going to go down, bro. It's going to go down for sure, for sure.
Yep, little Stevie's going to go down.
Is he
Matt, you're so crazy, brother. How you going to keep talking like that, man?
Dude, no one put me down yet. Now I'm in the great MD. No one put me down. So you're not gonna put me
he
down.
says that with so much pride, yo. He's fucking crazy, this guy.
You can beat me, but no one's put me down. So
Matt's tough as hell, man. I can't deny that. Matt is tough as hell.
I want to go to Jamaica, man. What's up, punks?
Hey, Ness. I'll fight you with an MMA fight.
Only way me and you fighting, dude, is if you actually beat Steven.
Ness, you got to fight all the losers at once. That's what you got to do.
Yo, Matt pulls the upset over Steven. It's a wrap. Like, he's automatic A-side for the next 10 years.
Yeah, I am.
What the hell? I feel like I got nothing to win in this. I feel like I got nothing to win in this fight.
Look, I got the red. I got the A-side red. Stevie got the
James Lopez. If that's really James Lopez, Matthew is in LA. You need to hook up with Matt first. You know, we need to actually see you in action. James Lopez. We might bring him on the card. Next card anyway.
He can't get Matt. What if he hurts Matt? Matt's got to pull out of our match.
No. I'm talking about contact Matt. You know, for like sparring and shit.
Yeah, still no.
I spar every week.
Oh, you hear him? You hear him, Matt? He don't want you to do nothing. He wants to kill you.
What about me getting hurt? Because like he knows if he beats me, he made it. It's red panty night for everyone. If he
red panty night for everyone. That was hilarious. Hey, that's true though.
At TBV, everyone knows it.
I agree.
You beat me, you become something. MD became something because he beat me.
Oh, get out!
You're like the Oscar De La Hoya of TBV.
Get out of it, yo! You think so? You made MD? You made him popular?
I made him the headliner. He wouldn't be the headliner if he didn't beat me.
No, I wish
you wouldn't be getting $800 from Jose if he didn't beat me.
He's only gonna get that if he wins. Everybody keeps forgetting that MD only gets paid if he.
But he's gonna win. Come on, he's gonna win.
I want you to win, Matt, because you talk the best shit, bro. We could be having like fucking Patreon only pay-per-views. Listen,
I think my shit's funnier.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Thank you.
Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. If you love what we do around here, and you enjoy that we do it every single day, almost twice a day, absolutely free. We still have way more content on Patreon, so support us. It's only a cup of coffee. I like Dunkin' Donuts, but I know the hipster does not. It's the doctor that does the Starbucks. Me and the hipster, we love our Dunky. We actually go to Dunkin' Donuts at midnight in Florida.
1 a.m.
And you could also go to Dunkin' Donuts in our sponsored vehicle, Midnight Runs, with me and Matt. You know, if you're a smoker, we might have the sunroof open. You just never know. But I mean, if we get pulled over, it's your drugs. Is all I'm fucking saying.
It don't matter when you get pulled over. You're all in the same boat.
Nah, dog. Somebody.
I'm running, man. If there's a bunch of us, man, they can only catch a few of us. If there's only like 1 or 2 cops, like I'm booking.
I don't gotta outrun the cops. I just gotta outrun you.
I don't know where you guys are getting pulled over at, but
if Mario's with us, we can outrun Mario. We're good, man.
I don't know.
He'll be squatting the car. He'll be powerlifting the car. Where you guys going? I'm only halfway through my set. So what is the cops?
Yo, listen, I would just you know, throw it out the sunroof as soon as the lights come on. I don't know. I hope you guys are not panicky. You know, lights come on, keep driving. Keep driving. You keep driving until you have the ability to.
Dude, that's horrible.
Let the joint out. Boom. You throw the joint out, and then whatever he smelled, whatever, it doesn't matter. He could look and search all that he wants. He can't find shit. What are you gonna do? You know. I mean, I don't know. That's how it happens on the East Coast. Is all.
Come later for our Patreon special on how to avoid
getting caught for smoking marijuana in your car.
That could be a whole episode of the new podcast we have.
Only on the Hipster
Untitled.
Yeah, Untitled. Yeah, we're gonna fucking call it Untitled.
I'm telling you, dude, I'm a genius. Just roll it.
I'm a genius.
Other podcasts, Untitled.
Yeah, but hey, Ness, seriously, like what the fuck? Like we didn't get the invite for that podcast.
Yeah, man.
You and Enrique got to have like a bro moment together.
No, it wasn't even Enrique, bro. It was Doomsday. Doomsday was like, he was like, yo, because he wanted to do a Spanish. Actually, we're gonna do it because he's fucking awesome. So I'm thinking
that's super cool. Definitely do that.
One video a week for Spanish only TBV. La voz del boxeo. You know what I mean? So you could just be there in the background as the producer. Steven actually knows Spanish. Steven, what's your nationality, by the way?
I'm Mexican American, brother.
Oh, you are Mexican. Okay. Oh, so it's really.
Oh, you called me Argentinian the other day. I was like,
no, so it's really
Venezuelan or something.
I don't look Venezuelan.
Yo, Matt,
I don't know what they look like. They all look the same.
betting line just swayed after Steven said he was Mexican. It just went up.
Oh my God.
You're 6-1 underdog now.
Okay.
Fucking sucks.
He's Eric Morales. I'm Danny Garcia. That's all.
But he's not old. What's going on here, buddy? But that analogy doesn't make
older
sense.
than me.
True.
Come on, why you gotta go there, bro? I thought we were cool.
All right, so again, I am your host, NessGTO. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NessGTO. Join us on Patreon for complete 24/7 all-access type footage of Border Wars, where some of our hosts are mixing it up, you know? And you can get on Patreon for as little as a cup of coffee. I like Dunkin' Donuts. MD does the Starbucks. Your poison. Do you drink coffee? Too young?
No, I love coffee. I don't really go out and buy it, though. I always just home brew.
See, I like iced coffee and like home brewing.
But I've heard great things of Dunkin' Donuts, and every time I've gotten into a Dunkin' Donuts and I smell that coffee, I'm like, ooh.
Yo, I do home brew too, but you never buy on the street?
Nah, don't got time, man. I'm moving.
Listen, I also want to remind everybody that if you want to attend Border Wars, we are only allowing 2 people to come. We are opening up the page where you can sign up tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central Time. It will be live at ThaBoxingvoice.com/Border Wars.
And I'm
boys.com, ThaBoxingvoice.com/Border Wars. Hashtag Matt's gonna die.
Ha 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 ha. Little Stevie, you're gonna get it, brother. You're gonna get it. That blue side corner over there, man.
Matt, if you actually win, Matt, if you actually win, wouldn't you be like so pumped up you just want to keep going and shit? Like, fuck it, let's just do a Super 6 same day.
I mean, I'll put it this way.
That's the only way you're gonna get.
I have a couple ideas after I win. One of them is leaving TBV promotions and going to MMA and having a real MMA amateur fight. I've been thinking about that.
Whoa.
Oh, so
like a legit one, and like
yeah, but you're under contract and you can't do that.
That's right. You're like Conor McGregor, motherfucker. You ain't going nowhere.
Talking about.
But I tell you what,
both. I can do both. You know,
Yo, I'll tell you what, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking since everybody's ducking me, I think I got to go ahead and train with Alex Doomsday and get my first amateur fight and just let TBV family follow me on my amateur career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, do that.
Not take it serious, but just get an amateur fight in.
Have that experience.
Guys like Scorsese, you know what I'm saying? For the guys like Scorsese, that whenever I meet them, it's like, oh, you the one that never signed to the Patreon. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Just fuck them up real quick. But guys like Scorsese, that's all I'm saying. You know. I'm gonna open up the phone lines to my man Muhammad. He keeps calling in, but he keeps I don't know, dropping off. This TBV Overtime. Catch us on YouTube live right now on Overtime. Dun, 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 dun.
Shout out to Jose from Canada. He said, "Let Matt the white boy talk to the cops."
No, if we have MD with us, we're gonna make MD talk to them because he's really white.
Officer, I think that's real advantageous of you to believe that we had marijuana in the vehicle.
Are you sure you want to agree with that statement, officer?
Is that a fair statement? Do we have marijuana? Is that a fair statement? Muhammad in
one second.
West Virginia. One second, Muhammad.
That needs to be on the shirt. One second.
Muhammad, yo Nez.
What's up?
Yo Nez, what's up?
We got you, Muhammad. We finally got you.
Muhammad, how you doing, brother?
Yo Nez, what's casual?
Hey, how you doing, Steve, man?
What's good, Muhammad? It's good to hear from you. I'm so upset I didn't get a chance to meet you. I hope you can make it out here to another one of those TBV.
Try talking into the mic, you weirdo.
Hey, I'm sorry, man. I'm stretching, leaning back. This is after hours. This is TBV after hours. We get to lean back and be casual.
Yeah, I'll definitely make it to the next one. The first one was great. By the way, Ness, I saw the video. That was great editing, man.
Yeah, man. I'm pleased, man. I'm pleased, man. I'm happy everything turned out the way that it did. We're very pleased.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was something special. But, you know, next time I come over there, now you got me spoiled. You got to take me to Media Day. That's like a fact, you know.
Don't worry, brother. You know your family. That's nothing.
What's up? So is the show still on, or?
Well, we were actually leaving, but because your family, we stopped the music and gave you the opportunity. You know,
Okay,
you're all the way
so,
in West Africa.
Yeah, just to speak about Lomachenko, you know, he's good. I gave him props. But people are giving him way too much credit. Everything he's done and he's getting praise for, Mikey Garcia already did. Nobody's talking about it. So let's just wait until he meets Rigo or Mikey Garcia. Then if he beats them guys, then you can, you know, give him all the hype and stuff. But for now, let's just wait, you know, just chill. Let's see what he's going to do, you know. So that's about it. Then one last thing. You said that you were not excited about the World Kovalev rematch.
No.
Believe me. But when that fight happens, you will see what we're going to do to Kovalev. That thing is going to be a thing of beauty. I cannot wait for it. You'll see. Mark my words. All right, so I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. I just got back home from my workout. It's like 2:32 a.m.
All right, make sure you stay in shape. You never know when TBV Promotions is gonna be looking for.
We might go to Africa.
Yo, post it.
You never know when we need a tune-up.
Post it, man. This is a time in the world where people are in a health boom. We should be promoting it, man. Hashtag TBV challenge every time when you work out.
No,
let
that's
us know, and we'll repost it.
Yo, you know
that's
what's
up.
We about to repost. We about to put it on the Instagram right now. Alex Lemon is about to lose weight. He at 195 right now. He said he coming. He coming for Matt.
That's what's up.
Everybody wants a shot at Matt.
Alex is coming for me?
Matt's Chop Corley. Matt's Chop Corley. He wants a shot.
Alex Lemon doesn't want this shit, man. He's from Bakersfield. Those motherfuckers don't fight.
Ooh.
Damn. You're about to get like 1,000 brand new callers on the show, all just talking shit about you in Bakersfield.
All those Bakersfield.
They're gonna get you, Matt. Yo, Jose, what up? Final thoughts, bro. Final thoughts.
Yo, man. Final is you know what? Impressed with Steven, man. Honestly, impressed. To be honest, using it as motivation, man. You know, I want to skip the rope like that. So by the time I'm gonna fight MD, I wanna do the exact same shit Steven's doing. Honest, no bullshit.
Thank you, brother.
Speed up. I'll be working the speed bag, and you'll see my sweet salsa moves there. I'll be using that to do the jump rope, man. So, you know what? Sometimes it's a challenge, but also use it as motivation, right? So Matty, you too, man. That's no reason why you can't do the same, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Jose, I have my strength and conditioning.
They said that your tagline is Jose from Bolivia, My right hand leaves you numb like the cocaine.
Yo. Yeah, Jose, I'm gonna send you my strength and conditioning footage tonight.
You guys.
And Jose, I gotta ask,
You guys
what's up with the coat hanger, man? What did the coat rack do? Did it?
Oh shit, the coat rack.
What happened to the coat rack, man? I want to hear that story.
Yo, this is TBV after hours. You know, hopefully the jurisdiction won't allow me to get arrested, but this is what happened. So I went down to Bolivia. I used to live in Bolivia, right? So I went down to Bolivia because some guy did something bad to me, screwed me over. So just business related, but still, went down there, and he thought he could hide from me forever. So I went down there with my brother-in-law, saw him, boom. It was actually in an office. Like there was tons of people there. I walked into his work. I grabbed the coat rack and I started beating him with the coat rack. That's what the coat rack's about.
Oh,
so
beating him with the coat rack.
Holy shit. Hey, are you sure you should be? Don't be saying this live on air. Damn, we could have gone off air for that, yo.
Statute of limitations.
Sorry. You know what? I want the people to know.
This is all just a story, by the way, too. None of this is real, guys.
Yeah, all of Jose's stories are fake. That's always a fact.
That's what he's saying. So, and my brother-in-law, of course, at the time was a lot younger, so he was just shocked. He didn't know what was going on. But, he's seen me before throw down. It's been a while, obviously. I'm a grown-ass man. I can't be getting into fights. But one time, he used to play football, and one time he hit a kid so hard, the coach from the other team came and pushed him really hard. And here everyone in Canada is soft, and no one did anything. I was shocked, right? So I went on the field, and I beat the other coach's ass, right? So that's why he's got a lot of affection for me, right? So it's because I care for him, and he knows, man. At the end of the day, I'm married to his sister. What kind of guy, he wants a guy that could take care of his sister, and that's who I am, right? So that's what it's about, boys. So all of you guys that are sleeping on the Canadian Jose, I'm telling you, man, I just every day I'm getting more and more aggressive. I just see what I'm going to do to MD, man. I just see those combinations. I see me just going in hard and hard. After it's done, I'll shake the kid's hand, I'll give him a hug, and I'll buy him a beer. But while we're in the ring, man, he's going to feel it, man. I'm telling you guys. So I don't know. That's just the way I see it. I might be totally wrong. MD, as Matt says, might have the greatest power on earth, but we'll see, man. He'll have to walk through it, right? So we'll see what happens.
Well, all right, Jose. Thanks for the final thoughts. We are. Oh my God! Just when you thought it was over, they keep pulling you back in. Alex Lemon, what the fuck?
Coming in here to talk shit.
The fuckery,
Man,
Sean
you don't want to see no real. You don't want to see no real border wars here, Matt. And I'm not convincing Phil.
Fresno's the same shit. Let's be real.
Hell no, Fresno is not the same.
Fresno's just a bigger Bakersfield. That's all.
Yo, that's a different
Hey, let me
card.
tell you, we
gotta
squab
make
up
weight.
over here.
You gotta make weight first. That's a whole different card.
And you got to prove yourself. You gotta have your pro debut on TBV promotion.
Hey.
I'm done letting pro.
Nah, Matt. He never said he was coming for you. You know I'm an instigator. He never said that. He's just naturally trying to lose weight.
I was trying to lose weight, but I had to defend myself. I don't have any footage of me because I don't know what the statute of limitations is with all that stuff. Just fucking around. Hey, yeah, I'm way too big. Hey, Matt weighs like 135. I can never get down to 135, man.
Of course not, man. Like I said, I was
I'd be in
just
the hospital.
I know. I was just fucking with Matt. You'll be in the hospital next to me. We'll be having 2 IVs stuck next to us because Robert Ortiz thinks he's gonna get me to 185. That weirdo.
Everybody thinks that Matt's 135, 140. Matt's like 126. Stop bigging him up.
He is like 115.
I'm 130. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
130.
Nah, it's all good. Hey, I'm gonna get there. Thanks for taking my call, man. I'm gonna get there too. With the health, with being healthy. I'm gonna have to cut the beer off though.
That's right, brother. TBV's promoting good health. Listen, Alex.
Hashtag TBV challenge.
All the work that you do. Congratulations to Alex. Did we say it already live on the show that he's increased the Instagram by almost 2,000 followers on Instagram since Alex took over? The man. But I do got to cut you short because I'm sweating literally. Got a shower. It's late as fuck. And I got to give Matt a secret Virgil Hunter type phone consultation / training advice game.
One more round.
You know?
Give it your all.
it's only right. You know, it's like, you know, this is my guy. We do all these shows together. So, you know, it hurts to watch him put himself through this torture. You know?
Tell the truth.
I am. I really am. But listen, Alex, we'll see you later. Want to thank everybody that tuned in. I'm going to say this 1,000 more times. I'm NesGTO. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NesGTO, and my co-host at.
You can find me at Mixed Combat News on Twitter and my MMA podcast, Mixed Combat Radios on Patreon, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, etc. I'm also probably going to come right back on YouTube Live right after the show and break down UFC 210 for you guys.
Yo, Matt, go get an Instagram, man, because I'm always trying to like tag you in videos, but you're not there.
I have an Instagram from like a while ago, and I forgot the password.
Dude, forgot password.
I know, but that's a lot of work.
Start a new one, brother. I'm Steven.
I probably just start the new one.
Sure. All right, everybody. I'm Steven Calderon, the producer. You can follow me on Twitter at Calderon92. Live tweet me during the show. I got this brand new phone now, so live tweet me during the show. It'll be really fun for everybody. Also, you can go follow me on Instagram at sugar_steve.c.
Fighting out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, please welcome Lightning Rod
Stevie's not Rob Salka. He's better than that.
Dude, that wasn't a shot at Steve. Just wanted to end it with everybody's favorite fighter, Salka. Good night.